radio. Tigers, elephants, orangutans, lions, bears. They'll make you stare. Dragons, salamanders, fish in the sea. Know what that means? Jason Ellis.
Fuck you.
Michael Tully.
I'm not very sexy.
Andrew Bruce. Absolutely. Kevin Kraft.
Don't worry, we got them the bases covered.
And Will Pendarvis.
Fuck yeah, I'm Will Pendarvis.
Live from Hollywood,
Possible enough.
this is the Jason Ellis Show.
No, baby.
All hail the king!
Hello, Governor. Wait a minute. Marriage license. Out in the rain. Wait a minute. Wait, what is it? I can't read, Michael. Does that say, am I married now officially? Stand by, everybody. It's going to be me.
Our marriage license rescued it out in the rain. Yep.
But that's it, though.
Yeah.
Hey! This just in, thanks to the dingo and many ways of filling out the paperwork incorrectly, I am now married.
Wow.
I was married in fucking August or something.
See, I thought I attended your wedding. Blatant false advertising.
Yeah, sorry about that. It kicks in now. So there you go. And apparently it was out in the rain all this time. And the rain! Oh, the rain of... You know, I was out in the rain this morning because I'm one of those fortunate people where I was in boiling water and rain. And I was like, the rain. And it's not really rain, like East Coast rain. It's more of like... you know when people in the East Coast, they come to Vegas and it's real hot and they have those weird mister things? It's like that. That's what LA rain is. It's like you're constantly being misted. But it's a constant mist today, which means we're in a storm. A West Coast storm. Which is a little bit of a joke compared to East Coasters. But I thought when I was in the rain, I'm like, rain in my face. And then I thought, wait, I'm in Hollywood. Isn't that rain like the acid smog rain?
I don't know how...
Or does it not work like that?
Well, it's not...
What's landing on my face?
Right, it's going through very dirty air.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
About the smog here.
And all of a sudden I put my face down and I was like, I don't know if I want the water to land on my face anymore.
That's probably fair. Well, but you're breathing that shit every single day.
I know.
It is always... The best Los Angeles ever looks is after a heavy rain because it clears out the air. So, yeah, gotta be, right?
Right.
It's not just that wind pushed it out. The rain clears it out.
Yeah, because it doesn't get pushed out. It gets stuck in that little valley thing.
That's exactly how the smog happens. The ocean pushes it in, and then the Hollywood sign mountain stops it.
I also think if you live in San Diego, the sun's more intense down there, and it's just like a water world, and people are just in the sun more, and they age faster. It's, I don't know. Look, someone tried to tell me... I wasn't on the show yesterday real quick because there was a lot of stuff that was going to happen. I was seeing doctors. I got to get all this blood work and stuff to the best doctor I know to get it all taken care of. So I told Andrew that I was probably going to be late. Maybe not, but you never know. But before I went to my doctor, I was minding my own business in my house and I get a phone call from a lady. And it wasn't sure what the lady, she was like, is Mr. Ellison? I'm like, yep, and then the phone disconnected. And then I called the school. I found out that it was the school that I called back. And then I finally found out, they're like, yeah, your son is finding it difficult to breathe. And I'm like, what? What happened? And like, nothing. He just came into the medic thing or whatever and said that it's hard to breathe. And we're about to call an ambulance, but it seems to be getting a bit better. And I got that thing, the jolt you get when you're like, fuck! Heavy stuff is happening. So, I talked to my son for a second on the phone, and he goes, Daddy? And I'm like, man, you gotta be shitting me. I'm like, hey, you okay, dude? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, it's hard to breathe, yeah. I'm like, you okay? Can you wait till I get there? Yep. I'm like, I'll be there in a minute. And I just jumped in the car, and on the way there, I called the channel manager of the whole faction talk thing and just said, look, dude, I don't think I'm going to be on the radio today, because I just didn't see how that was going to turn out to be okay. Enough for me to want to make a joke. But this is the worst part about it is I get there, take him to the doctor, and they check him out, and they're like, look, it's my wife, me, and the nurse and the doctor, and he's like, look, he's breathing fast sometimes, and then he breathes normal other times, and his chest is fine, and his heart rate is solid, it hasn't changed at all, and all this other stuff, and it's like, it seems like might not be, exactly what it is, without actually saying it, because Tiger's 9, and the doctor didn't want to rat him out, but it was like everybody was looking at each other, and I forgot to mention, before this happened, when I went to check him in, the guy's like, has he been here? And I'm like, yep. And he's like, I don't see him here. And I'm like, well, he has been here. And he's like, well, I don't see it. And you got insurance? I'm like, yes, I got insurance. Anyway, he keeps fucking around. I'm like, hey, man, this kid's 9. He's finding it hard to breathe. Like, if you don't believe I've got insurance, just go ahead and charge me. I got to see the doctor. And he's like, well, that's going to take time anyway. And I'm like, right, that's it. I'm like, is anyone in the back a doctor? And I see the doctor guy. And I'm like, hey, man, you know me. Hey, can you see my son? He's finding it hard to breathe. And they're like, you can't do that. And I'm like, yes, I can. And I open the door and I push Tiger in. I'm like, take my credit card. Bill me any way you want. He's got to see a doctor. Just please let him see the doctor. So I kind of made a bit of a scene at one point because this dude was taking a really long time. And then it turns out I make a scene to get this dude rushed in there. He just doesn't want to go somewhere that he has to go. I'm not going to get into that part. But he's not, he scammed everybody, man. Like, I don't know if he's, he said it was hard to breathe a little bit, but I don't, I feel like I completely got played, but...
he probably did have enough of a tiny little thing that that gave him the idea for how he could fake it.
Right, because the fake it bit was still involved in it, and then it's like this really confusing part where I'm like, I can't even muster up any anger because I'm just so happy that he's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking goddamn go to the hospital with him going, I'm like, dude, what are you going to tell me right now? You can't stop, going off into, I'm like, what is this going to mean? What is it, anyway. So I was just happy that he's okay, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, this can never, ever happen again. Like, this is crazy. If you got a problem, like, you got to talk it out.
Yeah.
You don't just, like, finagle moves like that and make everybody, I'm like, dude, I took a day off work. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like he understands, but it's pressure, man. It's not easy being involved, having divorced parents. You got two different rules, and the scam thing can go because they don't see each other. It's it's not easy. I'm from the same thing. It's not easy.
I don't know.
So anyway, I'm sorry everybody I wasn't here.
I don't know, for starters, if it's like better or worse, because you can just hear people saying and thinking, well, in my day, if the nurse at school knew you were faking, she just said, shut up, go back to class. And that was probably the right move 99% of the time. But I bet you a couple kids died back in the day because of that, too.
Oh, well, then there's that. Yeah.
I'm sure of it. So,
yeah,
what is better? Should you say, it's a challenge every time, because my kid isn't quite at the point where he's so honest he'll actually say, oh, no, I can go back to school now. But that's going to last for another year or two. That's it. I know that. I tend to think you have to exercise caution in this. People are overprotective in a lot of different ways, but I think that's probably the one where I'm okay with that overprotective.
Yeah, because if he had a cold and said I feel sick, I wouldn't have gone for it.
Yeah.
But he put the fear in me, man.
Yeah. Well, you never know, and I know I've made that drive before. You might recall the second day my kid was at school. He was in an after-school program, and they called my wife just casually going, so you have your son, right?
Whoa.
Yeah. And then my wife is like, no. And she's like, okay, bye. And
No way.
yeah, so my wife calls me. I'm at a store. I'm buying fish
They're fired.
I'm buying fish at the kosher market, and she calls me, and I just ignore. I just hit stop. I don't need to talk to you right now. I'm buying fish, and immediately calls back the second time.
That's when you know.
Yeah, and she's like, and she's hysterical, and I don't blame her. And then this is the thing that's particularly bad about where we live. The quickest way to get to a school at that time of day was to sit on the 405 in traffic. That was still the fastest way, and that is, I will take hurrying over open road at 75 over hurrying at 3 miles per hour any day. I don't care which one. I don't care which one actually is quicker.
No, traffic burns the soul.
It is absolutely terrible, and we got there, and of course it was fine. But you can't be too cautious, you know. And I don't even know if I was reading something yesterday that we think that, for example, not to change the subject, school shootings. There's actually less of them than there used to be. They just get publicized more. I don't. Who cares if that's true or not? Let's assume that is true. You still have to be hyper vigilant when you see the weird dude in the hoodie walking into the school. It doesn't matter how fucking likely it is that something happens. This is our children, our most precious commodity, and you know, and you got to be kind of crazy.
Isn't there kind of a shooting today?
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I just know at a college in Michigan.
It's not actually a school shooting. It's like near the school, right?
I do not know. I know that it's a college, so it's not. It's a little bit different than, you know, a grammar school or something like that.
Wasn't he on the loose still or something?
2 people were shot. I thought I saw that the person had been 2 confirmed dead in shooting at Central Michigan University. And I don't even believe that it's actual real human beings who take this opportunity to instantly say what that makes them think about the NRA. I really don't. I think that those are bots. Police are searching for a 19-year-old suspect because everybody's got their opinions about guns, but I don't believe anybody is really instantly thinking, oh, somebody got shot to death, let me go tweet about the NRA. I find that hard to believe. That's what I choose to not believe. And then with the kids faking stuff, I faked shit all the time, dude.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can remember.
See, I never did that one. I felt, and I also question myself on maybe being stricter. I mean, I definitely, because he was trying to play video games, I was like, hell no, dude. Right. Like, you have no chance in that one.
Yeah.
1, you've been playing it too much, and 2, do you realize what you did today? Like, I'm not angry because you're alive, but it's so big. You know, so the Love and Hate show, Anne talked about her child getting involved in a car accident, and it was just, like he took her car without telling her and crashed it. It's just on another scale, you know what I mean? Like a on a life-ending scale, and I'm like, fuck. Yeah. These kids need to realize, you know, like don't lie and do these crazy things. It's like, you know, when I was 10, you just think, you know, when you're 27, your fucking life's over. You're an old man, but it keeps going, and some people can accidentally fuck till they're 70 from when they're 16. Mm-hmm. It's just really you gotta watch these little bastards.
Yeah,
man.
you do. Yeah,
they're like flubber, Michael. I've got 2 flubbers, and they're just bouncing around wrecking shit.
That is one cinematic treat that I've so far managed to avoid. We're watching the.
I thought for sure you would have caught that piece of shit.
Have you seen this Woody Woodpecker piece of shit? Your kids are too old for that.
Yeah, no, my kids are against cartoons now.
No, it's live action Woody Woodpecker.
What do you mean live action?
He's a little CGI guy who all over the place.
CGI
and we're like, oh, get that bird
on TV.
Netflix.
All right. Oh, yeah.
It's just atrocious.
I never liked Woody Woodpecker.
I watched it, but we didn't have choices. We just watched whatever cartoon was.
Right, but so did I. Dude, yeah. I'm from Australia. There were 2 channels when I was a young boy.
Yeah.
Whichever one had fucking cartoons on was excellent. I'm just saying, out of all the cast, Woody Woodpecker was never... Because I was never a guy I was like, I fucking hate that guy. I just remember, now thinking about it, with my brain... in my 10-year-old Australian watching cartoon brain, fuck, that guy was annoying. I did not like him.
No, I didn't like, and I don't think anybody really liked a lot of the real classic ones. Like,
really?
Did anybody really dig, like, Popeye?
Oh, I did.
Did you?
Yeah. Wow. I think you got to be a...
Oh, man, no.
I think it's a potential meathead that likes Popeye. You know what I mean? I don't think nerds relate to Popeye. I think jocks and shit.
Flintstones.
Whatever, you shoulder fucking football dickhead.
Looney Tunes, okay.
Looney Tunes is not okay. Looney Tunes is when cartoons sold out.
What? In 1930?
Oh, sorry. I'm talking about those.
Space Jam?
No, I'm talking about the baby of everybody. The cartoon where everyone's the baby version. Fucking hate those guys.
Oh, I didn't see those guys.
Fucking hate Tiny Toons.
Rocky and Bullwinkle sucked.
Rocky was cool.
Was he? I don't know how many.
I mean, he was a
shows-
moron, but
I don't know how many shows that I watched when I was a kid I really liked, and I still watched.
I liked
all of them.
Roadrunner and the Coyote.
Yeah, that's Looney Tunes.
Those guys were cool.
Some
No,
of them
see,
are
I
better
got,
than other ones.
yes. Well, you know,
Porky
episodes.
Pig
People have good.
Porky Pig doesn't bring a whole lot to the table.
Porky Pig. What did Porky Pig do?
I bet Will doesn't mean Porky Pig.
Yeah, fucking Porky Pig sucked. Did he win anything? He just sucked, right?
Did he do anything other than just stutter and not wear pants?
He said that's all, folks. He just sort of closes the show, really. You're not very good on the microphone connection there. No Andrew today, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'm sorry. There was some confusion because I didn't know if Kevin was pushing the button or not.
Do you know Porky Pig?
No, I don't. But I do like some of those old cartoons.
Right.
Did you when you were a kid though?
Yeah.
How do you feel about Porky Pig as an entertainer? I think that's a question people have needed to ask earlier, but go ahead.
He's not the top of the line. But
Right. See? He's... Is he? What did he do? Well, name one episode where he did something
haunted house.
And
And that was particularly funny.
did he get scared or did he scare the ghost?
I know he had the shit scared out of him constantly.
Okay, that's funny. Alright, I like him.
He also said,
Alright.
son of a gun. You thought I was going to say bitch, didn't you?
Wait, he said bitch on TV?
No, he didn't.
Well, right, because those shorts were really originally aired in movie theaters, right?
Yeah, they were shown before real movies and before the newsreel and all that.
He said son of a bitch?
I'm sure we can pull it up.
You know, he probably said kill the Japs.
No, they had a bunch of those. So did Mickey Mouse. But
Right? They did, didn't they? They were going to war.
they had a bunch of anti-German.
Which is so crazy when you think about it. Like, imagine the cartoons of today now, like, talking shit on ISIS. Like, shut your mouth, you know? Your sweet, innocent mouth doesn't need to get into political wars.
Well, but again, though, if these...
Whoa!
If the-
Porky Pig says son of a bitch! Wait. He's gonna say it in a minute. Oh! Oh! I see what he did there.
Was that and that was really in the cartoon? That wasn't just something that they chopped together later because Mel Blanc had a couple cocktails and got loose? That's cool. But again, if they were intended for adults, then it's not the same as SpongeBob turning on the Krauts.
Exactly.
But it would be the same as Peter Griffin being like, yeah, those Japs.
He probably.
yeah."
Yeah, I think he's already said it.
probably.
He might have actually killed Japs.
It's
in
fucking
a,
amazing
Yeah,
what
yeah,
they
yeah.
get away with. 'Cause if that, it's really amazing what you can get away with on a cartoon. Because Family Guy is tasteless and offensive, and if it was real human beings delivering those lines, it would have been off the air.
Yep.
Seth MacFarlane would be unemployable.
Yep.
And
But instead he's a genius.
Instead he has terrible TV shows. Well, tons of them.
Yeah, funny face.
I like him. I actually like him as an actor. I don't mind him as an actor. I'm just not going to watch The Orville.
The Whoofle?
The Orville, his
Yeah.
sci-fi thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Jetsons was not very good. Josie and the Pussycats.
Wait a minute. Oh, fuck you. Josie and the Pussycats were sweet.
Mighty Mouse is awful.
Mighty Mouse was dope.
Pink
I
Panther
said
didn't do a
dope.
goddamn thing.
Oh, God, I should go home. Dope. Somebody text me the word dope. That's what happened. See, don't dope me! Now I dope people! Ah!
Now you're paying dope forward.
Yeah. Ah! Too old! You know what I mean, Will?
So, real quick, back to the whole kids faking sick thing. The weird thing is, when I did it, I pretended I had a stomach bug
Yeah.
to get out of school
That's way less stressful.
for like 2 weeks.
What?
Yeah, and I was good. Like I'd take a day, and then I'd I think I'm ready to go back now, and then I'd go and hang out for an hour or two. I just learned how to make myself barf. I was really barfing.
You told me that.
Yeah,
so
and
right.
that's why I have acid reflux. I'm sure of it. And but I never got caught. At a certain point, I was just like, okay, You've had your fun. This is going to be really bad. So I was like, okay, I'm better now. And I just missed like 2 weeks of school. And it didn't mean anything. There wasn't any, I wasn't acting out for any larger reason. I just didn't want to go to school.
Yeah, well,
so there's that too.
School sucks.
School totally sucks dick.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Everyone
the whole
there's
way.
such a douche.
I know.
Every teacher's wrong, mean,
It's-
purposely a bully.
You know what's really fucking weird is people who become teachers.
They go to you know why they're teachers? Because they want to be mean to kids because they were bullied.
Maybe that's why.
Not everybody, but a lot of them. I've seen it.
I had a
see
friend
them.
who was like, I'll be a teacher. I don't know what else to do with my life. And then the second he got there, he's like, oh, right. Like, he went to school for it, and he got the job. And then immediately he's like, oh, right. I fucking hated school.
Yeah! What about that?
Why
Who
would-
wants to exist in the place that you hated the most existing?
Right?
What the fuck?
But on the
I'm
other
back.
hand, who loved school?
You're a fucking loser if you loved it
lock
too.
that
Sorry.
maniac up.
Yeah, right. Now I'm the principal because I loved it so much. Like that is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
Principals are terrifying people.
I would guess that
Why do you
my
want to
kid's
be a
going to be in my
principal?
school for a long, long time. So let me just say that I think his principal's doing a terrific job.
Oh, mine's sensational. I'm just saying. What kind of a person would do that? My dentist is great. My dentist is fucking rock and roll, actually. It's very confusing. I think like he's like slaying the ladies in there. They all love him. He's like long hair, young guy, just fucking
cool.
shining teeth.
Does he have attractive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone in there's hot.
Because yeah.
Or if they're not hot, they've spent a lot of money to get right up alongside it.
Yeah. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had when I got my cataracts, my ophthalmologist who wore what I now know looking back was a really ridiculous toupee just had fucking one slamming assistant after another. There were, like, the 4 key ones that were like pretty much like the top bitch.
Yeah.
And then there was and they were all different. Dude, it was like Charlie's Angels. Like they were all different.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
this type and that type, and he had
You got to get one of each.
he had the hot black one. He
Yep.
had the, and then they and the top bitches never changed. But every time he went there was a new one, and it was like, man, what the fuck is going on here? It was the tail end of being able to pull that off.
Yeah, it's a weird world. I told you the dentist lady that boned me for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got my number and shit, and totally boned me.
It's great. Sex is
Or-
excellent.
And then I got married, and she ended up jumping on Colin's dick.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she went down the line of professional skateboard penis.
How did she go from? Did you give her Colin's number or something?
She'd been around and seen Colin before, and was like, "Oh fuck, he's bonable. He's gone. I'll bone his buddy." Disgusting. I shouldn't say that because, I mean, I was a part of it.
Well, I guess the question is, would you have done the same thing if the situation were reversed?
Oh, would I be behind him?
Would you be? No, I didn't mean that. But would you be? Oh, well, there's a question. Would you?
Would I have sex with a girl that had sex with him?
Yeah.
I mean, that's happened for sure, but I don't know. I don't know if it happens. I know it's happened when I didn't know
Yeah.
that it happened.
Yeah.
Which was actually fucking terrible because I didn't know that they boned, and then I finally boned her, and then he went and kind of dated her after that, and I was like, wait, man, why didn't you tell me that? You know, like, hey, just by the way, I fucked her a bunch of times. I'd be like, ew! But he didn't say that. Instead, he just got like, he didn't even get mad.
Uh-huh.
He just got weird for a while, and then he started dating her, and then I was like, okay.
Yeah, you get it. What
Yeah.
about would you?
But no, I wouldn't now.
Would you ever fuck your ex's friend?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I would film a porn with him.
Right.
Even the ugliest one.
I know it's if you ladies.
Which is tough, because
Yeah, ladies, if you want to make yourself more attractive, what you do is you get a friend who's got a boyfriend.
man, at this juncture, I would rail all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
God.
No, I wouldn't do that, because
Seems like
some of them
mine
are
is so
friends with my
twisted.
kids, so I wouldn't do that.
No, I understand, but like, would you? Not would you,
Oh,
but would
yeah,
you?
but and I don't even like them. I don't like them. I don't even find them attractive. But yes, I would bone them.
Looks have got nothing to do with
Right?
this.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, I'd bone some of my ex's boyfriends who aren't gay. Fuck them all.
Yeah, human sexuality is so twisted.
It's
man.
just so weird that it's such a big deal. Like the whole,
Yeah.
you know, like we said the other day, just people's fucking faces getting blown off, and it's like, titty, no. I'm like, titty, sucking on them before you saw TV. Crazy.
Yeah, well, the answer might well be when it comes to, say, 13-year-old children that it's not that they should be allowed to see, you know, on-screen penetration of their favorite movie stars. It's that maybe they also shouldn't, in addition to not seeing Jennifer Lawrence getting railed on screen, they also shouldn't see people getting decapitated on screen. That's
Right.
also a case that you could make.
Right. Okay, I see your angle. Let me think about it for a second. yeah. There's that.
Yeah.
But yeah, then there's the choice. It's like, you know, more guns makes it safer. You know. You know, I say.
And in some cases, that's true. I'm sure.
More. I say more violence and more nudity, so that, you know, your children just know from a very early age that DPs and decapitations is where it's at. Inevitably.
Yeah.
Look out, world. Sometimes ladies get DP'd and dudes get their heads cut off. Hopefully not at your house.
Right. Well, speaking of, nah, I can't do a segue. There's a UFC pay-per-view.
You could have!
I know, I could have.
Decapitation. They all want to cut each other's heads off. What about when they do the thing when they win and then they do the thing with their thumb like they did just cut their own head off, which is always confusing. But
Cyborg against absolutely no one. This is
Wait, no.
Embarrassing.
You don't know it's embarrassing. I'm just confused as fuck. And I talked to Megan Anderson on this show.
Yeah.
I can't get an answer. How does Megan Anderson win the belt in Invicta? Then she comes to a UFC, excuse me, and then doesn't fucking fight Cyborg. Someone else who gets the belt after Megan fights her. I don't get it. She didn't fight Megan Anderson, did she?
No, that'll happen. There's some reasons. I mean, everybody wants that fight to happen, and Megan had whatever weird thing happen that is still not 100% clear. And I don't know. It's gonna. It'll you know, if Megan Anderson hangs around and Cyborg hangs around, that fight will happen. This is not. They need fresh meat for Cyborg. My point is this: I should not learn a fighter's name because they are headlining a pay-per-view.
Oh, dude, that's. I mean, you probably wouldn't know who Megan Anderson is if it wasn't for me.
No, I agree.
She's not. They're not pumping her up. But if you're a female fighter fan, then you know Invicta, and Yana, whatever her name is the champion in Invicta, so you would know who she is. But yeah, you're right. She's not a. She's an up-and-comer, kind of, you know, I guess.
I'm not saying they shouldn't fight. I'm not saying they shouldn't be on the main card. That's just a tough. A pay-per-view, to me, should be headlined by two people I have some working familiarity with in the UFC.
Well, it's the same as fucking little guy, little black dude. What's his name?
Demetrius Dodson.
Yeah, no, Demetrius. You know, a lot of people he fights you don't know that much of because that's the
also
weight
true.
class. That's the, you know, they don't have a bunch of stars. It's sort of like the second best guy is not that famous. So when he gets beat, they start going down the line. That's what Cyborg's doing. They kind of made a weight class for her. That's what people say anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll watch it. Whatever.
yeah, I mean, to me, there's a lot of other. I mean, Frankie Edgar and Brian Ortega is such a crazy fight. That's one of the most exciting fights of the year. I have to. I mean, I can't tell you. I have no idea who's going to win. And then everyone's want to toke off that O'Malley dude. What is he wearing at the weigh-ins? What is his? Is he like a broke Conor McGregor or what? He's like a fucking clown. He looks like a clown.
Yeah, he looks like some dipshit down the hall from you in college is going as Conor McGregor for Halloween.
Right, and then there's like this. And then he wears shit at the weigh-ins or whatever. Where he's, I mean, the day before, where he's got like a suit on, but it's like some weird Jimi Hendrix fucking. I don't know. Like he's got bell bottoms on. I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to do something, but I don't know if I'm. It's a little hacky sack, but what do I know? So yeah, basically, to me, my opinion could be wrong. He's just this. What's his name? The other dude. He's the Asian
Andre
sensation.
Sukhemthath.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Asian sensation. Dude.
Tough fight. I'm very interested in Stefan Struve and Andre Arlovski. That's a gnarly fight.
Yes.
And
if Frankie Edgar wins his fight, I'm sorry, if Stefan Struve wins his fight, I believe Andrei Arlovski should retire. If Andrei Arlovski wins his fight, I believe Andrei Arlovski should retire.
If Andrei Arlovski wakes up today, I think he should retire. I know, right? Like, holy shit, your brain is like, come on!
Yeah, and this is the third main card in the last 6 months I've made that joke about.
And he got knocked out, all three of those ones you're talking about.
He won one of them.
Okay, sorry. And then Kat Zingano against a person who... I was talking about this on my podcast with Katie. I wasn't sure where she was from, because I thought maybe she was from the Amazon. Very caveman-y face. She's undefeated, though.
She could be from the Amazon.
She's from Brazil, though. Oh, does that mean you can still be from the Amazon?
Yeah, the Amazon rainforest is...
Well, yeah, because if you look at where she's from, it's like Amazonia or something.
Well, yeah, then she's probably from the Amazon rainforest.
She probably sucks on obtainium for power.
With an acai chaser.
Yeah, well, because she's half Brazilian and half Amazonian. Can you see if she's what she is? I think she's Amazonian. But she's got a real... I mean, I don't know, man. It just feels like the photo that they put of her doesn't do her justice of what a real head looks like.
Oh, they cleaned her up a little bit?
No, I just think they made her look worse.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I mean, she looks like a Geico commercial on this, maybe in the UFC post photos of her.
Manaus, Amazonas,
See?
Brazil.
Amazonas.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that that's in Amazon.
Gotta be close to the Amazon, right? Look, Amazon.
Right, fucking in there, dude.
Is she in there?
The Amazon is fucking huge. I think it's like
She's an Amazonian bitch, right?
40, 50% of Brazil is the Amazon.
She's fucking diesel.
It's a very big rainforest. I mean, despite the world's best efforts to chop it down as quickly as possible, there's still quite a lot of it left, as far as I can tell.
And they found her.
Yeah.
Deep in there.
Maybe they just kept clearing trees until all of a sudden...
And there she was, just strangling for You feed me! And they were like, calm down, lady. Dana White, mixed martial arts.
Right.
Dana White?
She's like... throwing bulldozers around.
Mixed what? Yeah, and then they
Maybe. Well, that will make her a formidable opponent for Kat Zingano.
Very formidable. And then we go to another lady fight where I don't even know who these ladies are, but I think that Mackenzie is oh, that's right. These guys, wait, did they face off? Mackenzie's like a little button lady, and the other girl's like way taller and wore like a dress and heels. Or was it just that she's... Wait,
maybe she's 4 inches. She's 4 inches taller.
Okay, well, she had heels on as well, and the other girl was just dressed like a normal lady, and it was pretty.
So Ashley Yoda's the tall one.
Ashley Yoda went way. She had like a ballroom gown on for the face off, but she looks sexy in it, and I can't tell. That's the thing that the UFC are doing, and I don't know if they're doing it on purpose, but when you see the photos of them posing, getting ready to be fighters, you just can't tell that might not be how they really look.
Yeah, certainly. So there's a couple different approved sorts of UFC fighting pants.
Yes.
Right?
You're going to say something about the tennis skirt, aren't you?
There's the trunks.
Yep.
And then
there's the tidy whities, except they're not white.
Yeah.
The tight pants, the GSPs, I would call them.
I didn't know they had the fuck me skirt.
Yeah, no, they've had the fuck me skirt for a while.
Oh.
Yeah, and you can see the little thing out the back. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely a whore. I mean, it's a comedy show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying, yeah, the Spider Monkey, if anyone was going to be a hoe, it's got to be this biatch. And I love whores and fighting, and Michael. Biatches, so there you go. That's a great fight for me to watch.
Mackenzie Dern looks like Anne Hathaway. What the fuck happened to Anne Hathaway?
What do you mean? Did she die?
Is she in stuff?
Fuck yeah. Right.
She was like the biggest...
Batman's bitch, and then that was it, right?
Like, she climbed to the top of the mountain. She did movies that were, like, commercially successful, and she did Oscar kind of shit, and I haven't seen her in anything in a couple of years. What happened?
Maybe she, like, fingered somebody in the mouth that didn't want to be or something. Maybe. She's ducking.
The Lifeboat documentary now TV series, Colossal, Alice Through the Looking Glass. Oh, good. The Intern, Interstellar. Yeah, she was like a huge movie star.
Well, maybe she's taking a break.
She's got like 9 things in post production.
Oh, well then maybe she sucks. I mean, I always thought she sucked.
I was never.
I mean, if I have to be picky and a prick.
Yeah. No, I was never a huge fan, but I grew to respect her.
Yes.
She did stuff.
Let's get back to the MMA because we've lost it with Anne Hathaway. Anyway, yeah, Yoda is a whore, and then we got Dotson against this other guy who's a nugget in himself.
Pedro Munoz.
Holy shit, Pedro is a midget. I mean, he's not listening. He's a midget. He's a real live midget.
What are you basing that on? You don't know how tall he is.
Oh, okay.
He's 3 inches taller than John Dodson.
Oh, excuse me. He's a giant midget then. And then you have CB Dollaway against Hector Lombard. You're going to die, CB Dollaway. Yeah. You're going to fucking die. Hector Lombard is losing a lot of fights. He's I would not fight him. Respects to both of those guys.
He's one of those guys who, like, when you... And these guys are in a lot of different sports. A couple guys in the NBA who come to mind where they're like... You know that they're not one of the absolute best guys. They're not world beaters. But when you see them fight, you wonder how they ever lose.
Yeah. Yeah, because Hector is one of those guys. He
just looks like an absolute unstoppable machine. He looks like if there's a movie where, you know, Rocky's got to fight some guy and they need to come up with just some insane guy that no human could beat, you just cast Hector Lombard.
Yeah.
You know? Poopy Pants
Maybe
a little bit like that, too.
Yeah, Poopy Pants, very intimidating. Maybe that's like a career for Hector if he gets knocked out by CB Dollaway, because that will be the end of it for Hector if he loses to CB Dollaway. Mm-hmm. So, but good luck to Hector. Fuck you, CB Dollaway. I hope you get blasted.
Yeah, those are pretty good to get that Dariush guy on the prelims.
Oh yeah,
pretty good card there.
Yeah, they got a lot of people on there. There's going to be some exciting somersaults to the face, and of course, you know, you can see Dana White blow that O'Malley guy. Fuck yeah, he's got a huge boner for that guy.
He's got the push.
Yeah, he's like the hacky sack Conor McGregor. I'm not sure what the fuck that dude's angle is, but it's wild.
Interesting to see what happens with the UFC for the next year or so, because they do, you know, they're rewarding kooks at the moment.
Oh yeah, I mean he's really good, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
He kook, but he's really good.
Okay.
And maybe he could sharpen his shit up, because if you look at early Conor McGregor, he looked, yeah, because he didn't have quite the style yet. You know, he shaved his head and he was like uglier. He made himself better looking by having fashionable haircuts and stuff. This guy could be saved. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he just bounces off the fence and kicks the fuck out of everybody. And I don't know what. Look, I think he's very exciting. Dana White loves people that are very exciting. Mm-hmm. He's very similar to, what's the guy? Andrew's not here. The Croatian guy that looks like Beavis from Beavis or Butthead, who's really good, who jumps up the cage too. I'm interested to see these two fight. I wonder if they're the same weight class.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just waiting to see that.
He has curly hair too, but he's like the Ukrainian Sean O'Malley.
Remember that weird, like unibrow fat heavyweight in a diaper?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him since.
No, they ended him. They didn't like the diaper thing. People were pretty bummed out about it. I saw some posts about how offended they were about Diaper Man strutting around all sweaty, getting kicked in the head. Yeah, you probably won't see Diaper Man again.
Yeah, that was a low point. He was like sort of like the male Rin Nakai.
It sucks because he really likes to wear his shorts like that, you know. And now everyone's going to come.
Likes knowing he hasn't taken a dump in his pants. He just likes knowing that if he
did
need to,
it would catch it all, right? I mean, who knows? Maybe, you know what I mean? Sometimes people say when they get kicked in the gut, they feel like they're going to poop their pants.
Right.
Maybe he had an incident or two where he got the shit kicked out of him.
Yep.
And he's like, fuck that, I'm wearing poopy scoop from here on out.
Yep, fool me once.
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah, Junior Albini.
Junior Albini. Is Junior Albini still on the UFC roster, or has he been?
Let me see. I don't see why not. He's 14-3.
That's solid.
He's part of. He will be fighting in UFC 224.
Well, that'll be a dangerous fight for whoever fights him.
Yes, I'm sure they are shitting their pants.
Yeah.
The most important news, obviously, of the day is that the Canadian military has flagrantly declared war on the U.S. homeland.
What?
Yeah. the Canadian Air Force accidentally dropped a raft from a helicopter on some lady's house in Miami.
Ooh, a raft.
Yeah.
Inflatable?
They were doing a training exercise. I guess they just for the fuck of it, they wanted to see what it was like to be like over an ocean that wasn't frozen. And
Oh my god.
and yeah, this lady was, I think, in her house on her bed, bullshitting on the phone with a friend, and all of a sudden this raft fell from however high up the helicopter was, and you can see the damage it did. It went straight through her roof.
What kind of raft was it? Like a torpedo raft?
An 80-pound raft is all I know. There's a hole on the outside
Oh
of that
shit!
house. Yeah, it went clear straight through.
Wow. Fucking Canadians, man.
Yeah.
Guys
They have
gotta-
apologized, but
What were you doing with your rafts?
If you ask me, the time for talking apologies is past.
Oh, you're saying we should go to war against Canada?
Yeah.
Right. Well, there is a lot
We
of
should go like drop a canoe on a I don't know, on a fishing pond.
there is a lot of space there. I mean, if we were to wage a war on Canada and win, I mean, we could bring all the homeless up there, and we could make some casinos, maybe some Indian reservations.
Yeah, I think they got a few of those already.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah. Forgot about that.
There was, speaking of homeless people, a couple arrested in Joshua Tree.
What's that?
Really? Joshua Tree is...
It's not a tree, right?
It is, okay. It is a big U2 album.
Yes, we're
was-
aware of that.
That was named after a park,
Yes.
Joshua Tree Park, which is, I think, maybe the only place on Earth that you can see the Joshua trees. They're out by Palm Springs.
Do the Joshua trees give all the oxygen to the planet or something?
No, I don't. I think they're just kind of interesting and weird.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, basically there were people raising children in a makeshift plywood shelter in Joshua Tree.
Hmm.
And, yeah, it's pretty neglectful to raise children out there because it's the fucking desert, man.
Yeah.
Imagine living in a house made out of plywood in Palm Springs.
Seems hot.
Yeah.
Dry.
Except at night when it would be real cold.
Oh yeah, it's very cold.
Yeah.
Very temperamental. The desert.
Yeah, it is.
I was on Sam Tripoli's fucking Tin Hat podcast last night.
You were?
Yeah, I went
you
with.
go there?
Yeah, I went there
Oh, great.
with all those weird dudes that wear tin hats. They didn't have any tin hats on.
No.
And then I sat next to this dude Lee that I saw on YouTube that hangs out with that Mad Flavor guy, and they do podcasts where they do acid and mushrooms and 3,000 milligram fucking THC chewables. Can you believe that? 3,000 milligram, he was telling me.
Yeah, I don't I don't know my milligrams, but I know that sounds like a lot.
It's fucking insane. I don't even know how that... And that's a job. And he's like this little short dude who's real fat. I guess he's lost a bunch of weight, but I'm just like, man, the blood system, how does it all pump around? He doesn't get panicky or anything, he said. Like, it sounds like that's at their show. They just go hard.
Mm-hmm. And I know he's been doing... Well, I'm doing stand-up with that guy. Lee Sayat is his name.
Oh, okay.
And Tripoli and Capital in Santa Barbara next weekend. And I think... But, like, he went and did some shows with Joey Diaz, and I think they do that, like, before they go on stage.
Eh?
It's terrifying. I mean, if he does that before we do our thing in Santa Barbara, like, don't even talk to me.
Why?
I don't want to know that guy.
Oh, I do.
Maybe when I'm done.
I'm envious of that guy.
I am not.
Wish I could just trip out. Just can't trip out. I'm like, I gotta go. I might have to go. My kid might call and be fake having an asthma attack.
Yeah.
Can't do that I can't take that phone call on 3,000 milligrams of THC.
That's all right. I've really reached that point in life.
You know what I'm saying, Kevin? Can't do that.
Yeah, and
Get text message.
if you're at a point where you can handle 3,000 milligrams of THC in a single dose, it's got to be such an expensive habit. Like, can you imagine?
See, but it doesn't even seem. He seemed pretty sober on the podcast. It just seems like every now and then when they go like that, and they get it for free. I think.
I think Joey's got the hookup. I think Speedweed is probably.
They're Speedweed guys.
I would assume so.
Right.
Speedweed's pretty mixed up in stand up. Yeah, I know. I feel the same way. That's the thing. I've reached that point where, like, if I go past like a bar or something, and sometimes when people are drunk, they're just obnoxious. It's not appealing. But sometimes you can tell these are like cool people and they're having a really, really good time. There was probably a period of time when I first started dating my wife and I slowed down a lot where I would see that and feel envious. And now if I see people who are having an awesome time shit-faced, I'm just like, that's great for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay the fuck away from me.
Yeah, well, that's pretty aggressive, but yeah, I might think that sometimes
Yeah.
too. Just, yeah,
Yeah, that's working for you. You know, we're all
it's over for me.
yeah,
That's
we're all
it.
we're all just doing our own personal trip, and that's not my trip. You know.
Yeah, I like small. Yeah, I know, and I won't stand for it. I mean, unless I really have to, or I'll do it for a friend. I'll stand there at the big loud party for a friend. I'll do that. But I'm lifting weights. I can't do it for very long periods.
Well, people will be allowed to do not only weed but also cocaine and even heroin at the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia this summer.
Yeah.
I've read a couple news stories on this, and I have a couple questions that frankly have not been answered to my satisfaction. So there's like treaties that Russia has with other Russia-ish countries like Belarus and Kazakhstan that allows people to bring certain banned narcotics and psychotropic drugs into Russia as long as basically they have a prescription.
A prescription for acid.
Cocaine,
cocaine and heroin.
Yeah. The question, of course, is who gives you the prescription? What is it alleged to treat?
When did a doctor give you coke?
Exactly. And so there's a link. I'm looking at a Newsweek story, and I go, right, so, since Russia has this law that certain people are allowed to bring this shit into their country, so I'm like, I'll click on that link. I'd like to know more. And here's what comes up from the Newsweek story. That's Russian.
So what does that mean?
So that's a dead end for me because I can't
okay.
read or speak Russian.
Yeah.
So I don't have the answer to that question. Just if you're going to the World Cup in Russia and you can't smoke, which actually really surprises me. You can't smoke in soccer stadiums in Russia. I would think that'd be one of the last places on earth where you could still do that.
Yeah.
You can't smoke.
Man, if I'm doing a bunch of coke, I'm gonna need a cigarette.
I agree.
Like, holy crap! How long's this game?
They're pretty boring too.
I guess I could chew tobacco, but I gotta spit it on my friend because it's a stacked. Those guys are packed.
Yeah, they would be. At least you'd be ready to go when the inevitable fights break out.
You would be a little bit over the top ready to go.
You can't smoke at the soccer game, but you can bring smack and cocaine, and I guess if you have just the right medical condition, you could do a speedball.
Right. I feel like if my doctor's gonna prescribe me cocaine, pretty sure I can get heroin off him. You know what I mean? If he's gonna be like, you know what you did? Only one thing can fix you, Jason. And I'm like, okay, cocaine, huh?
What did they used to prescribe?
For the pain! Cocaine numbs you, right?
Well, it does that, but I think Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis.
I don't know why my doctor's a racist.
Huh?
So I was just doing a German guy.
Oh!
I don't know why.
Yeah.
My doctor's super American. Anyway.
Freud, I think, prescribed cocaine and even used it himself. People thought it was medicine, basically, for a long time. And I don't know to what extent they were kidding themselves about that.
Well, I feel like, man, it does take the pain away for a second. Like, if you were gonna rip my fucking tooth out, or I had an arrow in my arm and you had some cocaine and you're gonna pull it out, I'm like, give me some cocaine and a big guzzle of whiskey and it'll make it a little bit easier. So maybe it went to that, and then things, you figured out, because yes, cocaine takes the pain away, but there's a bunch of other added stuff that brings, you couldn't give a kid cocaine, he's hard to pop. So I feel like they figured out how to make pain meds that don't get you.
But I think that they used it for more than just pain.
I mean, who invented it? Man, the Sam Tripoli podcasting, they were talking about when weed was invented and how, newspaper company was just nope, and made it illegal and turned it into, like blaming black people, just this whole... Mm-hmm. They just didn't want anybody to use it. It was straight up just a business deal. So they just made this law, and everybody that for the rest of how many years have just been getting slammed and going to jail for touching marijuana that grows out of the ground.
Yeah, I think it was probably the Hearst paper.
That's who it was. Yeah. There you go. Yep.
William Randolph Hearst, one of the inspirations for Citizen Kane.
It wasn't really a conspiracy. It was more of a fact last time.
Right. Oh, yeah. And then and I think there's more. I think you can cherry pick stuff, and this is what the internet is unfortunately really, really great at. Documentaries. You can always find the worst thing, the perfect thing that Hillary Clinton said one time that totally. We all know that, but nonetheless, if the footage exists, the footage exists. It's not nothing. Right, the guy, was it the Fogs of War, whatever, the McNamara, who was one of the big defense guys for Nixon, basically flat out said that, oh yeah, like we wanted to like make weed illegal and we wanted to demonize the blacks, so we just put the two together.
Yeah.
I mean, he says it.
That makes you want to rage.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually really disappointed that with everything that's going on politically in the world that there isn't more of a sense. There's this guy, Emmanuel Macron, who is the
Fucking show off.
the president of France now. I'm sure I didn't do it right. And his whole thing...
It's very French, though. You did a very French thing.
Based on what little I know about him, it's this. He started a third party that was basically like nobody still believes that Tweedledee or Tweedledum is right. Nobody thinks right or left is right. The problem isn't which side should you pick. The problem is these two choices are ludicrous and everybody knows it. And I'm just going to do like the common sense party in the middle. And he invented his party one year and he became the president the next year. And like imagine, and like half of Congress is his party too. And it's all these people who were never in politics before. And I'm disappointed that there isn't something similar. I still think, as much as everybody knows that right and left in America are really, really dumb, we're very, very suspicious of the third party thing. Everybody thinks the third party is a bunch of kooks. And
which is crazy because you don't think you're already dealing with kooks in the first place?
Exactly,
How more kooky could it get?
Right.
I mean, there's less money in the third party, so
yeah,
there's less chance of kooking off, if you ask me.
I'm just surprised for all of the conversations and things that happen in our politics nowadays that I never thought would happen in American politics. That's another thing that I never thought I'd see in American politics whose time might actually have come.
Eric, you use cocaine to stop bleeding.
I don't, but in the nursing world and the medical world, that's what it's used for. It constricts capillary beds, so it stops the bleeding. Nosebleeds now.
Gotcha. Shout out to
No! If you get a nosebleed, do cocaine?
It's a liquid version of cocaine.
Man, I always got nosebleeds from cocaine.
Yeah, that's good too.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Nurse Eric.
Rock and roll, guys.
There you go. Rock and roll, indeed. We'll be back, bitches. Hi.
doing news in the final segment, right?
Whatever you want.
What do you think, Jason? You want to do Will's news?
Yeah.
Will's news? Party time. Excellent. How much time do we have? Like 5 minutes. Okay. Still in the first. I have important basketball ticket buying.
Hi. So real quick, because I don't really have the time to have this text conversation. So I'm not sure exactly what to do. Foy Boy was like, I can get 1 ticket. I could maybe get 2 if Sawako wants to come too. So I kind of just want to bring Gray, which kind of leads me to say, hey dude, why don't you just let us buy some cheap seats on SeatGeek and we'll buy you a ticket too, because I don't think they're going to cost very much. But then I don't know if that's weird if he's saying he can get 3 good ones for me to be like, no, I insist, sit in the bad ones with us. I don't really know what to do. And it's also... go ahead. I think he was saying that they're like front row of the upstairs. So it's not that different. Let me look and see what they actually... I gotta do StubHub on my computer. Yeah, I would like to. I was thinking I wanted to go see the Nets play, and they would be cheap. Sunday at 6 is kind of perfect.
Give me one of those muffins from there too. Thank you.
I know.
I think they have like banana.
Yeah, tickets start at $6. Oh my god, it's kids toothbrush holder night.
Do you want to do the live read coming back?
Yep.
Do you have Foy's number? Do you just want to? Okay. Maybe I'll text him and CC you. So
I'm
if the
pretty
conversation
sure Kevin
needs
and
to
I got
continue,
that thing
then I
figured
can
out with that
answer
Andrew
right
thing I
away.
made.
Okay.
Do you want to play that after
I'll start that
the
text now.
bumper?
They only have
Like into the Will's news intro? Just kind of like a rejoin production piece.
Oh, it's a rejoin?
No, it's not a rejoin, but it can go like between
Okay,
a rejoin
let me
and
send that text.
Will's news intro.
Okay. Where is it?
It's on the rejoins page. I'll point it out to you. It's here on B in pink. So if you
Okay.
played something other than a
Nice.
B thing. Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Yep.
How long do we have? 2.5 minutes.
You have a rejoin just in case?
Yeah.
Yeah. Goodbye, cruel world. How long do I have?
Oh my goodness. 10 seconds since the last time you asked. 2 minutes.
Yeah, Will is spending far too much time on news.
Okay. And how about
So you're gonna do the height out here?
Stick around.
With Jason Ellis right after this.
How do you know it's time to switch to dance? Get their award-winning voice remote. If you've ever missed kickoff because someone was fumbling with the remote, it might be time to switch to dance. Wait, where am I? Oh, if you think it's weird that finding your favorite teams, movies, or shows means navigating a maze of menus and buttons, it might be time to switch to Dish. That's because Dish is different, Will. They're making it easier than ever to get to the TV you love. And with the new powerful Dish voice remote, you just say what you want and it's on. With technology like that, it's never been a better time than ever to switch to Dish. To learn more, call 1-844-CALL-DISH or go to dish.com or visit a local retailer near you, mate. Requires internet-connected hopper. Other restrictions apply. For full details, call 1-844-CALL-DISH. DISH! Send it to you. Wait.
A car was stolen on Friday night.
Yeah, was there a baby in it?
Nope.
Was there gold in it? Was there a bomb in it?
Nope.
Was there police in it?
Was there a smaller car inside of it?
Ooh,
None of
the
that.
irony.
Does that count for two?
Was Alyssa...
It was a Russian stacking car. It had
well-
many cars inside of it.
Oh, okay.
The car belonged
It was a
to...
bear
The car was a
pretending to be a car.
No.
And he got in, and what he didn't know is he just got in his belly, and now he's dead.
bear. No. This car belonged to Amelia Earhart.
Who's that?
She's the woman who went flying around the world and then disappeared, and nobody knows what happened to her.
Am I right?
Blow me a river.
She, it's like in 1937, I want to say.
Oh, yeah, she's in the Bermuda Triangle, you fucking idiots.
Yeah, of
Next
course.
question.
Yeah, anyway, the vehicle was worth about $500,000.
Yeah?
1932 Hudson Essex Terraplane.
Yeah.
She wasn't using it.
Car. Only 14 of those are known to exist.
Yeah. She doesn't exist anymore.
The owner paid $9,000 for it.
Yeah, but that was in...
$15,000 fixing it up. No, this is fairly recently, and he was going to go take it to a show, so it was out of its locked garage space, and somebody took it, but the cops found it, so he's all good.
Oh, so you get it back.
Yeah.
All right.
It's an expensive car, but that's a good investment, man.
Yeah, no, my therapist told me that that's the new investment is muscle cars. Apparently they're worth...
investment.
Can you buy that and it's like guaranteed goes up?
No. I mean, it
Okay.
could, but, I
I feel like I'm talking to Brendan Sharp.
I...
Nope, you're wrong. Okay.
Well, look, I mean, the market on those things have just gone through the roof in the last 10 years. You can't even find the most shitty, rusted out, late 60s, Mustang or Camaro or whatever,
Mm.
without paying a lot of money for it, way too much money.
No, but if you know how to work on cars, that's how you do it. You don't pay somebody to build your car,
Yeah, of
make it brand new, and then sell it because you just paid that dude an absurd amount of money. But if you know how to fix cars and you find a piece of shit one, you can fix it. Or if you own one, like a stock one, just hold on to it.
Matching numbers.
It just keeps going up.
What kind of
If it's
car
original.
would you have? Would you have one that's made like showroom?
Yeah, I don't know.
style?
No.
Brand new.
I mean, if I had a
looking?
showroom car, man, I must own a lot of cars. If one of them's one that I just look at. You know what I'm saying? I must be very, very wealthy if I'm purchasing a car that I'm not driving. Because to me, I'm just not about... I just want to drive them.
There are people who...
I like looking at them too, but like I said, I'd have to be like my predecessor, the person who's far more successful at everything I've ever done. Dr. Drew's best friend.
Mike Catherwood.
Corolla?
Yeah, Adam Carolla, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's a boxer race car driver.
Because some people, they'll take it to the extent of where, when they're building the cars, every bolt has to be correct, and,
Yeah.
and even the markings.
Yeah, but that's
underneath
because-
the body.
Yeah, 'cause
that
you're really
you can't
into
even
it.
See, have to be the right markings.
Yeah.
The guy's initials, whoever's working on the line at that time.
Yeah.
period,
Well,
all of
that's an OCD thing. I can relate to that. That's if you know, if anybody, if nobody else would know, but you know, well, then that's the thing that spoils it. You
Yeah,
know?
I don't OCD. It's like a hobby. No, I don't want to. It's an insult. But when I say hobby, so many people are really into that, and they want to know every little thing about it because that's what gets them going every day.
And there's
I get
something
that.
to making something exactly perfect the way it would have been, at a dealership.
Right, but I think
or
that's
whatever.
a very precise sort of personality
Yep.
type. Maybe OCD isn't the exact right word for it, but I love this Woody Allen movie called Sweet and Lowdown where Sean Penn plays this guitar player, and he goes around saying to everybody, "I'm the greatest guitar player in the world." Well, actually, second best, because he fucking knows there's Django Reinhardt is better than him. And it's so important to him to believe that he is the number one guitar player in the world, but he can't even say the sentence and let it hang in the air without just as quietly as possible correcting, well, there's one that's better than me.
In Sweden, some employers are making on-the-job exercise compulsory.
Man, Swedish people sound bonable.
For example, every Friday, employees of the Bjorn Borg leave their desks to get their weekly workout at a
Wait,
nearby
hold on a
gym.
second. You got duped. That's a company?
Yeah,
The Bjorn Borg.
yeah.
That's like saying somebody in America works at the John McEnroe.
No, it's not.
Well, it's like a Spanish guy whose name is Gomez Gonzalez.
Right.
Kevin,
Chico Hombre.
please Google Bjorn, B-J-O-R-N, Borg, B-O-R-G.
And see if you can find a photo that doesn't contain a wooden tennis racket.
Hagen Snagen. The Hugen Snoogen brand.
Right?
Who... Anyway, what's the
This
story?
is my business associate, Hot Dog Trump.
This is his company.
Whose company?
They make athletic wear and stuff.
Bjorn Borg made his own company.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
And it's called Bjorn Borg.
they exercise every day. Every Friday they go to the gym.
At Bjorn Borg.
Yes.
Okay.
I can see where he would, if he was going to have a little idiosyncrasy to his business, it might be physical fitness since he's, one of the greatest tennis players to ever live.
physical fitness is really, in being outdoors and with nature, is really big there. That's a
Yeah.
huge part.
Well,
of
why
it.
wouldn't you go out there? They've got the best outdoors out of everyone, so I hear.
They're some of the most fit people in the world.
Yeah, you want to fight?
And that just it turns out it works out great for the company because there's like 22% less absences in the company, whether that's from being not sick or whatever, having good mental health.
Well, it might be because fatties don't even bother applying for jobs there.
Workers are happier and more concentrated. There are restrictions out there that companies do to people. I've
How would
worked
you
for
feel
some of
about
them.
if I said from now on the Jason L show has to work out? We all do a little bit of a workout every day.
I wouldn't like that.
Right. I
Not in the
know.
middle of my work day, no.
But it would help. It gets the juices flowing, probably helps creative genes flow, whatever the fuck that meant. It does though. Like working out does make you wake up a little bit. So as much as you don't want to do it, it would help you. That would only be helping you guys.
All right. What about if they had mandatory drug testing? I mean,
the question there would be, does SiriusXM really care about having me on the radio anymore?
What about should a company have the right to drug test you?
I'm on steroids. The only reason I'm this good is because I'm on steroids. I just want everyone to
It's
know.
enhancing your
Fuck yeah, I've been enhancing it since I started.
Yeah, I think a company definitely has a right to do drug testing. If I was in charge of a company, I could easily imagine drug testing employees and just not giving a shit if I found weed.
What about reading your emails?
Work emails?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right?
Then listening into your phone calls while you're talking to people?
Wait, we're listening to my private phone calls on my phone?
The phone calls you make from work.
Oh,
On
sure.
the work phone.
Yeah, I kind of assume that's fair game.
Know what websites you visit on your computer?
At work? Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
All right. Then track your position and movements while you're on the job.
At work, yeah.
Have a camera pointed at you at all times.
At work, sure.
Nah, I would draw the line there.
And why is that?
I just think that the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Like, if I already know who you're talking to and what you're talking about and where you are all day, and I know that you're not on smack, I just feel like the stress it would cause you knowing that you could be being looked at.
Well, wait a
all day
minute.
long. What am I going to catch?
But people work... What about everybody that works at drugstores and shit? There's cameras on them. You just don't feel like there's somebody actually eagle-eyeing you 24/7. You just know there's cameras around. Like, I worked in a supermarket when I was a kid. Fucking cameras on me.
Okay, I guess I was imagining that I'm sitting at my desk and I have my computer and right next to it there's like a camera pointed right at me. And that's a little bit different. Like if I pick up a magazine or something like that, I don't think that they should be able to like tell what article I happen to. I don't know why I'm reading magazines at work now, but you know what I mean. Like generally knowing what I'm doing. Am I the guy who just stands around next to the coffee machine all day?
Right.
Fuck yeah. Go for it.
Can they measure your body fat and prevent you from going over a certain amount?
No.
They can make you exercise.
Well, it says you.
I mean, you can... Because I feel like if you add that at the start and when you get the job, you know that that's part of it, that they make you exercise and there's like a... because it's a part of the camaraderie and they make you... They suggest they have a lunch place that's a lot healthier to eat and you can't stand it and when you get home you can't wait to eat a fucking pizza and a hot dog shoved into the same thing. That's their business. They're trying to run a business to help you be healthier and help you be smarter and make their business better. And you cannot do it. You can say there could be someone that's just like, I have a I don't know, glucose. Fuck, I'm fucking thinking more thing where I have to eat shit food every lunch. Sure, if I was the boss, that's great. But if you're not, I'm running a tight ship here. And if you don't like it, you don't have to work here.
Obviously, they can...
Because when you get the job, you would also explain, just so you know, I have here at Jason Ellis, Beyond Borg. Here at Jason Ellis, I hope you all know that we all have to do a little bit of a workout, little calisthenics every day. And if I was doing the job, I'd be like, wait, is this dude fucking serious? Calisthenics? Are you serious? Yeah, we have showers and stuff, so it's all okay. I'd be like, okay, well, this is the job. I either accept it right here and now, or I don't. So I don't think it's more like, now you work here, what you don't know is you're going to be doing crunches at 4. No, you can't do that. But if they know beforehand, I think everybody should do that. Because I think everybody needs to work out. And if you made it mandatory, it would make everybody healthier and everybody a little bit happier and smarter.
Obviously, they can say you can't smoke while you're working. Can they also control...
Wait, can they?
Not smoking.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Not smoking when
Wait,
you're at home.
They can say don't. You're not allowed to like on your way back from lunch have a cigarette.
Oh no, I thought you meant like on the job.
That's in your free time.
Yeah, lunch break. I mean, in the Australia, it's called a smoker.
What about off hours?
No, they can't tell you not to smoke.
That's insane.
Yes, they can.
No,
I worked for a company who did that.
Okay, well then that tells me that makes me doesn't feel bad about that.
Should they be able to? So
Yeah,
we're talking about.
The exercise thing doesn't sound bad at all. If you're suggesting exercise in the middle of the day versus you're not allowed to smoke when you're not at work, far out. That's a whole.
Turner Broadcasting did that for a long time. They made you sign a contract that says you will not smoke while you work for this company.
That's such a weird thing considering back then it seemed like all you fucking idiots smoked cigarettes. Like 10 years ago, it seemed like every company was smoking. If you look at movies,
Yeah.
seems like everybody was smoking in the office.
Why
Sorry.
is that? Is that just does Ted Turner have a boner for tobacco?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And the last one, I think I know where you come down. Control how fast you drive while you're on your free time. I mean, if the company's trying to keep insurance costs down, then your safety and your well-being is within their interest.
I mean, if you're in a company car,
Well, cut to the chase. If you're going to make the case for any of these things, it should be your insurance company worrying about. It shouldn't be your employer worrying about shit that doesn't have anything to do with your job because it'll affect the fact that it's just a fluke of American culture that our health insurance is very often tied into our job. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, I'm going to sign up for that shit with my car insurance where you let them put an app on your phone and monitor you, and it's supposed to be cheaper because you don't report your mileage. They actually know your fucking mileage. And yeah, I'm assuming that they can use that stuff. If I'm going around at 120 miles an hour all the time, I don't know if they can officially tell me that that's where they got that information from, but yeah, I can see where you could easily make the case that my car insurance company's got a right to know that.
You're not getting above 15 miles an hour in Los Angeles.
Oh,
Bullshit.
can't spell L.A. without lag, or whatever. Can't spell lag without L.A.
Oh.
This place, don't get me started.
man.
It's very different than New York. A very special kind of Lego piece will go on sale this year.
Dick.
It's not a dick Lego piece.
Right. Well, then I don't care about it.
It's special because it is made out of
Diamonds. Shit. Weed. Corpse.
Getting a little closer.
Fingernails?
Colder.
Tiger balm.
Legos. Egos.
It's made out of plant-based plastic.
Hey! Hey, wait. Do people throw away their Legos? I thought Legos were forever.
They are. That's the problem.
Right. I see what you mean there, because sometimes kids lose their Legos and that becomes trash and then a dolphin dies.
Well,
Well, but also, what percentage of kids, when you outgrow them, like, I don't know what happens to them, but
you give them to the Brotherhood bin, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, I don't. My kid, we bought new Legos for my kid, and I don't know anybody who got hand-me-down Legos, so there's constantly new Legos being bought.
Yes.
So
Right.
somebody must be throwing them away.
Something's going on with
Well, then thank you, Lego, for figuring that out.
Don't forget that almost 5 million Legos fell overboard in a storm on a ship, back in 1997, and they've been washing up on a beach in Britain, this one beach in Britain for since then.
Yes, so
Like
now the
every
kids
day,
get
tons of
free Legos.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. I'm just happy that they're using them.
These are going to be leaves, bushes, and trees made entirely of the plant-based plastic. The type of plant that they're using is sugarcane.
Can you lick it?
You can, but it's going to basically look and feel and taste exactly like all the other
What we need to
Legos.
do is make Lego out of shit. Because there's a lot of shit.
then
And we need to make Lego out of baby wipes. Used baby
If
wipes.
you made it out of shit, though, you could plant it and it would act as fertilizer for the plant.
Confused. Okay, shit makes Lego. Right, gotcha. No, shit fertilizer makes trees, and the trees we make Lego out of.
Right.
See how we do that? We did that?
The guy who announced this, by the way, his job title is
Fred Lego.
No. The Lego Group Vice President for Environmental Responsibility.
Well, how long has he been working
I
there?
don't know, but that's a crazy job. The Lego Group sounds kind of
Big, it's very
ominous in
big.
some way.
Sounds dangerous.
Dude, Lego's fucking big. They're a movie studio.
In Virginia last year, a 25-year-old guy named Flip visited a friend who was in the Alexandria hospital. His friend had died from a heroin overdose, had been brought back to life from the first responders who used Narcan to revive him.
Shout out to Narcan and Tabor.
Flip
Just to be confusing as fuck.
Flip is accused of signing in as a guest and bringing the guy more heroin.
What?
And then...
Will told me this before. I promised him I would act surprised.
the guy overdosed again in the hospital.
No!
Yes.
Did he die?
No, he's gonna...
They gave him more acronym?
But the guy...
Hold the goddamn phone!
Where's my screech button? Where's my record scratch button? I need one now. That's it.
he's been charged with conspiracy to distribute heroin, and he's going to jail. But that's just that should show you a little bit about how bad that is.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that that's remarkable. I'm surprised that's even newsworthy. I would think all
Right.
kinds of people who OD immediately text their friend.
Yeah.
What was
'cause you
that?
get the hardest, worst withdrawals you've ever had.
What was the documentary that where the lady had the baby and then they started grinding up some bumps in the hospital?
Kurt and Courtney?
Yeah, Skirt and Court.
Yeah. Oh, that's
All right.
In Chicago, police received information that a convicted felon was living at a certain address and he was breaking the law. So police went to the address. They found the convicted felon. He was living in a closed-down convenience store with some suspected narcotics, 2 loaded handguns, more than 100 rounds of ammunition, and his roommate was a bobcat.
Sounds convenient.
Was there candy left in the store?
I don't think so.
Because that would be fucking awesome if you had a convenience store that was shut down, but it was still a little convenient.
Yes.
Once you reconciled yourself to becoming the most dangerously obese person on the planet, it would be a lot of fun to
Right?
have a full run of we're not done till this place is empty.
No, you've got like a mattress in the corner and a
Right, Robert
TV,
Cat?
and you every hour you get up and you go down an aisle and you take a couple more and you go sit down again and you fucking chow it out with your pet cat.
Jeez, the drinks alone sound pretty exciting to me.
You've almost lived what my dream has been since I was a kid, which would be to have a go-kart and control over a shopping mall. When you filmed,
Wait, how do I-
Paul Blart, you had a
Oh.
shopping mall at your display, and you got to skate through it and stuff like that.
I did get to skate through a shopping mall. I slammed several times. They made a fucking ramp for me. 'Cause someone had to explain to them that Jason,
You can't just fly off the ground.
the guy with the tattoos is way better when you put ramps around him. Trust me, he just lights up. He was trying to explain to the director. He's like, "Why can't you fly down this handrail?" I'm like, "I don't do that." But you all do. Nope, not me. That's the thing.
You ride on the skateboard,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was like, somebody needs to play this guy a motherfucking video of me or something, because there's not one video of me going down a handrail. Oh, there might be, and it's not good. Might be the reason I don't go down them.
Have you ever heard somebody say your eyes are bigger than your stomach?
About
Yeah.
Amanda Seyfried?
Yeah, about dicks.
No.
Just trying to get it in. It's Friday.
No.
You ever done that, Michael, where you're like, I could take that dick, and you're like,
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? Cool beans.
boy.
Anybody?
Uh,
That's it.
I never had that one happen.
All
I
right.
mainly do that I'm crushing your head thing with you.
In Florida, wildlife biologists shared a photo. Of,
Wait, is this still your eyes are bigger than your...
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
In Florida, wildlife biologists shared a photo of a python in that very situation. In the wild, they came across this Burmese python that had decided to devour a white-tailed deer fawn.
What's a deer fawn?
It's a fawn, deer.
Oh, a deer. Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
But a fawn.
Yeah.
A deer. A female.
Oh,
Ray?
shut the fuck.
So, a needle-pulling thread.
Yeah. Fucking.
Biologists believe it is the largest python-to-prey ratio ever documented. The python was 31 pounds. The deer was 35 pounds.
Nice.
The biologists removed the python out into an open field, and the python was so stressed it
Died.
pushed the deer out of its mouth. So it was
It vomited it. Yeah.
regurgitating.
They do that when they're under pressure. I don't know if anybody's seen the video recently of a dog wound up by a giant anaconda and being eaten in the river underwater, and dudes grab the fucking anaconda and pull it out of the water, and when it comes out of the water they start to unravel it, and the dog comes out of the water, comes alive out of the water, starts to get a grip on the ground, they unravel it, and then dog gets loose and starts attacking the snake, kicking the snake's ass after being submerged and crushed by a giant, fucking toughest bastard ever, man.
Did you see this?
Wait, did the snake eat itself?
A snake, it shed its skin in a perfect circle. So it was just going around and around inside a loop of its own
Of
shit.
itself.
It couldn't get out for like hours.
Yeah, he's a dumb fuck.
Here's the picture of the dude eating the deer.
Yeah, no, that's nice.
His mouth is a little wide.
I gotta respect a rat. I mean, a snake that can eat I mean, that's amazing.
It's a problem in Florida though, because the Burmese pythons are not indigenous, and they're eating the deer, and it's throwing off the balance of things.
You could go to base camp, their website, and buy an axe. Pretty sure you'll be fine. Look at this, Michael. Look how fucking underwater. You don't even know. Look at that. That's a dog underwater, Michael, being crushed by a giant anaconda.
Yeah, I don't see a dog at all.
Right. You're like, and then when you see it, you're like, okay, whatever that animal is, it's surely dead, right?
Yes, of course.
He's not.
He's been crushed and
Right.
underwater.
Watch. He says his feet come alive.
Oh, you can see him. Yeah.
Look at him. He's like, get off me, you fucking Dad. Get him off, Dad. I'm fucking losing vision, Dad. I'm fucking hell, man. Come on, get him off, Dad.
Oh, man.
I swear to God, Snake, if I get loose, I'm gonna fucking tear you a new arsehole. Dad, pull, Dad, pull! Dad, no, you gotta pull, Dad! Well, damn Dad, whatever it is in Thai! Pull! Get him off! Yeah, hit him! Hit him! Watch, and now the dog's like, nah! Now you fucked, you prick! Let's go, Dad, let's go! Fucking not so tough now, are you, cunt?
That's great.
Yeah. Killed him.
There was also a video online I saw earlier where it was a bear and a lion or something.
A bear and a tiger, yeah.
Bear and a
I'm
tiger.
trying to...
What the fuck's going on?
Shit. Was that from you or from me?
Yeah, I think something auto played after the dog anaconda thing.
Oh.
My bad.
There they are. They're,
Yeah, look at
they're
that.
kind of smaller versions. They're little cub versions.
It's a baby fight.
Yeah, they're just playing.
Eh.
Yeah, just play.
I'm glad they're just playing. I don't want to see animal crime. I don't like it when animals eat people. Cocksuckers.
Remember when scientists made that mysterious discovery in the sky over Alaska? The
No.
radioactive gas, 30,000 feet in the air?
No.
No.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Well, anyway, we may finally know where that came from thanks to Vladimir Putin's State of the Union address to Russia.
Oh, God.
In his address, Putin says Russia has developed various high-tech weapons capable of rendering the U.S. missile defense system useless. Experts say this is the most eye-catching of all the weapons that he announced. The cruise missile that can initiate a nuclear strike with no limit on range, no fuel restrictions, and those experts say a test of this weapon was probably the cause of the radioactive material that was, over Alaska. Apparently, it has a tiny nuclear reactor inside it that acts as its propulsion system, and those kinds of engines can emit detectable radioactive particles, and that's probably where that came from. So other than
But if they blow it up, then when they get here, it'll be fucked. Like, what's the point of... Well, if you blow up us,
but we're not a threat.
and then we're like, yeah, let's take over. So you fucking trashed it. It's not going to be good anymore. You blew it up. And whatever's left, like if I'm still here, you got to fucking deal with me. I'll fucking tear your ass out, cunt.
I think the purpose
You blew my country up.
would be to make us not a threat anymore.
Yeah, what
Oh,
happens?
we're still a threat.
Well, no, but really, what happens if some country, let's just say, Russia, North Korea, just develops a weapon that, just hypothetically, they snap their fingers, any country they want to be just reduced to ash happens instantaneously. There's all the weapons, all the military you have, don't do a goddamn thing about this, okay? And I do it on TV. Look, it's real. I'm not bluffing. Now, here's what I want. What do?
Heroin.
Can that evil country just fucking rule the world like a bunch of bastards?
Pretty much, probably.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's, I guess it's...
What do you want if you take over the world? What do you want? What do you get?
More stuff.
I know, but what more could you want?
I don't know.
You know what, though? Maybe, we won.
Oh, right,
If
there's
you're
that.
still getting off on the whole, Russians are the best people in the world. No, China's the best people. Well, fuck you
Does
guys.
that mean-
You're all gone. We're still here. Looks like we won, dickheads.
Does that mean if they say that, then all of a sudden the money's Russian and everybody here is in charge, it's Russian? But we all just still live here?
I think you're allowed to live here. I think you can still use the money, but your government is under control of the Russians.
Maybe they already are. don't know. I was hanging out with Sam Tripoli.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
can tell.
Yeah.
The other weapons on Putin's list in his State of the Union, aside from the Global Range Nuclear Cruise Missile, is the Intercontinental Underwater Drone.
Yeah, about time.
High-speed underwater drone, 100 times smaller than a submarine, noiseless, unmanned, can go to great depths, is faster than any water vessel, and can fire a nuclear warhead, into aircraft carriers, anything on the coast.
Yes.
The RS-28 Sarmat ballistic missile, the world's heaviest intercontinental
Ballistic
missile, capable of flying over the North and South Poles to strike targets anywhere in the world. It accelerates quickly and
So do I.
carries an array of warheads, so it's harder to stop. The Kinzhal.
I've got a warhead.
The Kinzhal hypersonic missile. That's capable of traveling over 10 times the speed of sound, carrying a nuclear or conventional warhead.
Yeah, I used to be faster.
The Avangard hypersonic vehicle has intercontinental range, can fly up to 20 times the speed of sound, and has sharp maneuvers that are able
I don't
to
have
avoid
any
missile defense.
sharp maneuvers anymore, Will, or... hypersound's pretty much gone.
Did he show anybody a picture of any of these things?
He also said something about their laser weapons, but
I don't have any
he
lasers
did
either.
Did show, I think, pictures and then like a animated thing of the intercontinental.
Oh, animated thing, huh?
Drone.
Is there any chance that he's making this up?
Yeah, there's a chance, but I think I think we're kind of all working on the same weapons systems. So I think we.
What about controlling animals?
At a high level.
Sorry.
Yeah, what about if the trees turn on us?
There's a
I've
song
always thought
about
there was
that.
a great film to be made about that premise.
Yeah, but somehow they just didn't do it, Michael. Instead, they did something with Mark
No, I know,
Wahlberg
it's
where they
horrible.
completely fucked it. No, I liked it.
Really?
I mean, I liked it until
Hey, guys.
it became stupid. But the start, I just like watching tons of people
What movie
die
are you
and kill
talking
each
Was it
other.
The Happening? Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
yeah.
Oh god.
It's just like they just show like a tree in the breeze, and then they cut people, and they're just like, "I think I need to go kill everybody."
No, he
And then-
doesn't. He doesn't say. He goes, Red Sox are going to lose this weekend. Yeah, I know, right? Red Sox are going to lose this weekend. What? Why are you repeating yourself? And then he kills everybody. Because the tree's got inside his mind.
And then the tree.
You don't kill. You actually don't kill
Kills.
You don't kill other people. You kill yourself immediately.
Because you see, this is a natural adaptation of the trees because we've been killing them.
No, you push it now. Nature. Now
Nature always finds a way.
Nature takes its course and starts making the brain of a human being commit suicide just by the wind going through your face.
That's amazing.
Yeah, don't fuck with trees, man. That's what I'm saying.
Don't cut the grass.
Yeah, wear hemp pants.
No,
No, don't do that.
don't do that.
Oh yeah, well don't we?
Plastics.
Fucking wear
Plastic
nothing but
pants.
nothing but nylon.
Right.
Someone saw magician Angelo Coletti performing magic tricks at a kid's birthday party in North Carolina and recognized him as a convicted sex offender. 34-year-old Kevin Pegram. The person called the cops, and the police have charged him with 3 counts of being a sex offender at or near premises with children. He's being held on $3 million bond. He's a repeat offender, 21 convictions dating back to 2002. He was released in 2015. He had been performing...
21 convictions.
Yeah. He had been performing at Family Fun Night at a pizza place every week.
I'll kill you. No problem.
Yeah.
Give him to me.
That guy should never come out again.
Yeah, don't feed. I don't want to feed him. 21 children. That's what that says to me.
That's why I only really trust somebody who works at a kids entertainment if I can tell that they hate it.
Right? I know.
That's pretty
Wow, that's
funny.
real. I know.
Yeah.
Like really optimistic fucking children workers are fucking sketchy, right?
Yeah,
that's
they had
a
a
good one.
they had a DJ at this party at my kid's school, and he put his heart and soul into it. It's it's Southern California. They got a little bit of money to throw it. The guy gave it his all. Okay, now this side, no that side. But I could tell it was just tearing him up inside.
Right.
That's who should be doing that.
Yeah.
He
No,
really
he cries himself to sleep every night.
Oh, he wanted to be at One Oak, obviously.
Yeah.
That's good to remember when you're hiring somebody for a birthday party. If they really seem like they regret it and hate it.
Not too much.
A little bit, though.
You don't want your kid party host to just be like, fuck, this sucks. Okay, kid, happy birthday.
A few short stories. A father is angry after his daughter called him in a panic. She thought she found maggots inside a roast chicken, but they were not maggots.
What were they?
Couscous.
Chicken testicles.
How many?
Couscous.
Just a couple of chicken testicles.
Why were they in there?
They said they looked like rotten meat, and they were inside the roast chicken.
Why were they in there one more
By
time?
accident.
Wait, somebody put the balls, like they turned duck into testicles up into the chicken?
You know, the cavity is fairly large.
That's somebody at work going, hey, look at this, I put the balls in there, eh? Yeah.
Hey,
Was all the other shit in there too, or just that?
just the testicles.
How many? Just two.
Just a couple of testicles.
There's never been two maggots.
None of the resticles?
No, but I think they were like mushed up.
There's never been two maggots. There's always like, you know what I mean? They all hang out together.
Mm-hmm.
People are way too freaked out about maggots.
Well, I don't know.
I'm freaked out the appropriate amount.
Yeah, I don't feel like you know what I mean? Maggots. You know what I mean? I don't go, everybody run, maggots. I'm like, whoa, everybody don't touch that. It's got maggots on it.
Oh, okay, but like, what about if they're like we found them in my house one time. There had just been some like old roll of fabric that my wife left there from her work for and then when we were moving out, we found the little like the spent shells.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, there were maggots here, and I'm like, well, we had fucking flies in our house, so where the fuck did you think they came from?
I got you beat. Fucking ant fly nest somewhere. Maggots were falling off the roof. Had to get like someone to come in and like somehow there was like a pantry roof thing where something had died and maggots were feasting on it, and somehow they were on the roof and dropping on the floor.
Can we save this for when Andrew's here?
Oh, you gonna work?
You're eating maggots, Michael.
Yeah.
No, but
Biscotti.
I have one. So my wife at the time was like, I think I'm gonna have the baby. And she goes into
A maggot came
she
out.
goes into the
Tons
bathroom.
and tons of them.
She goes into the bathroom.
First you heard the buzzing noise.
She
Then one,
comes
then
to the
two,
bathroom,
then thousands.
turns around. Next thing you know, maggots flying out of her mouth. And she's like, Satan.
Did you ever see Candyman?
Another news.
No, Will, come on.
What happened?
Just
All
fun.
right,
Yeah.
Story.
just the vent fell out of the top of the bathroom ceiling, and there was like a dead bird and just maggots. And I was thinking, is my child gonna be the Antichrist?
Yes.
And he is.
All right. Well, good.
Yeah.
I'm on his side.
At least he warned you. Yeah, that's gross. I agree.
Okay, what about if you're eating a salad or a piece of fish?
Look, if you're eating food and there's maggots in it, that's okay. That's another level.
Totally,
that is
totally
like
gross.
really gross.
But what about if you were in a restaurant and you were eating food and you saw like a maggot doing its like squirmy little thing on the
That's
I'm
bad.
pretty fucking bummed
Don't
out.
want
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But what about if you're in a restaurant
if
and,
they're on the TV.
and a fly lands near you?
That's different.
No, it's not.
It's not a maggot.
Yes, it is.
It's not a maggot.
Why is a maggot grosser than a fly?
Because it's oozy and
Okay, you know what?
gritty.
If it's outdoor, if it's indoor, yeah, that is weird. If it's indoor and a fucking fly lands on my food, I'd be like, that's weird. Where the fuck did that come
Well,
from?
there's
But
flies in
but the
restaurants.
scale of fly versus maggot on
Yeah.
the table.
Yeah, that means a maggot fell out
Yeah.
of somewhere.
Yeah, if I see a maggot, I'm going to tell the waiter. If I see a fly, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, a fly flew in the window. The maggot didn't come in through the door and make his way all.
Yeah. No,
all
you've
the way
got
over my
festering
table.
in here somewhere.
Something's going on in this
Yeah.
restaurant. I'm eating at it, and there's maggots.
Yeah.
There's maggots at every single restaurant
I
I've
don't.
ever ate at.
I don't want to see on the television a nature show about maggots eating a dead fox or something while I'm eating lasagna
Yeah.
Well, once again, if there's a
or
dead
tapioca pudding.
if there's a dead fox decomposing at the restaurant, I too would take umbrage.
No,
Look, I don't want fucking hair in my food either. You know, fucking maggots. I don't want maggots in my food. What am I? Like an asshole because I don't like maggots in my food?
What
the fuck?
Are you
I just
part
don't
of the
understand-
maggot lobby
No,
or
I just
something?
don't
Yeah.
understand why there's so much more revulsion for maggots than flies when they are the same thing.
They are not the same thing.
They're not. That's like saying that a baby is the same as
an
the
adult.
Eiffel Tower. Not a
Good point, Will.
Yeah.
Babies and Eiffel Towers. I mean, it's not the same thing.
It
All right,
isn't.
you win this round, Pandora.
Officials say Florida teenager. Well, I mean, he brought a snake to school. It bit him on the knuckle. It turned out to be one of the most deadly, venomous snakes in North America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he died?
What's he, like a superhero now?
No. He's fine. But it was a coral snake. You know, they got those red and yellow and black stripes on them and stuff.
I love those snakes.
I got a snake. Yeah, not good.
But he didn't die.
No.
That's awesome.
At least as far as at the time I read this article, he wasn't dead.
Right.
A girl thought the T-Mobile store employee was taking a little bit too long with her phone, so she looked through her apps just in case. Didn't find anything, but the next day she looked through her email and saw in the trash someone had sent a file to an unknown email address. Of course, it was her sex tape on her phone, and the T-Mobile guy had allegedly sent it to himself.
And critically failed to delete it.
He put it in the trash.
You gotta double delete.
That sounded like Jello pudding.
Double delete that shit, T-Mobile guy.
Look, don't have anything on your phone. Never write anything down or say anything or do anything that you don't want other people to see.
Don't steal other people's porn.
Yeah.
What
Don't
the
do
fuck?
that.
Don't. If you make porn with your phone, take it off your phone before you bring it to the Verizon store.
And
Help
remember,
me help you.
if you email it to a computer, that makes it a federal crime.
Wait, what?
If you email, if you make it available on a computer from the phone, that's a
Right.
federal crime. And I don't know why, but they made it a federal law. So.
That's why when I worked at Best Buy, they called me the memory stick kid.
Oh, man.
Maybe
that's why Glebe's always got one.
Yeah.
Passengers and pilots on a United Airlines flight bound for Washington Dulles Airport were in for a little surprise.
Snakes on the motherfucking plane.
Windstorms caused severe turbulence.
Oh, no. They had to land in the Hudson.
Every single person on the flight vomited.
Oh, cool. You know what sucks about that is I bet you nobody pulled out a camera.
I know.
Because that's the video I want to
Was
watch.
it in a wave?
Pilot-
Was it a well-synchronized vomit symphony?
Yeah, right. Yeah, was everybody at the same time? Or was it?
Pilots were on the verge of vomiting. They didn't vomit. They say.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
But
was
everybody
vomiting
else did.
everywhere, and because they were getting weightless, it was all floating around in the cabin.
Yeah,
Cool.
Vomit comet.
There were maggots.
Free one. That's a
Doesn't
free
bother
one.
me.
Yeah.
That's like when candy cane was a chopstick.
My kid refuses to call chapstick not chopstick. It's awesome.
That's great.
And I mean, he uses chopsticks. He fully fucking knows what a chopstick is.
Fuck it.
By the way, airlines have canceled more than 2,700 flights today because of the nor'easter going on in the New York and Washington.
Yes, but have they heard that it's drizzling here, Will?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody. Yeah, you might try to be making a run for it, East Coast, but good luck, because it's treacherous out there right now.
This is no port in the storm. In case you're thinking of heading here.
I told my wife, I kissed my wife particularly long this morning and said, I mean, maybe I'll see you after the show, maybe I won't, because I'm uphill, and I don't know if people know this, but in Los Angeles, if it rains too much, the hill melts downstream. So I might not make it. My house might actually come up and bump into the side of this building.
They say we could get up to 1/8 of an inch before it's all over.
That's what
So
she said.
Look out, people.
Is that real?
No. I don't
No.
know.
We're getting some rain. Thank goodness we need it.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's a full moon too.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, I got goddamn full moon period conversations in my house.
Wow.
It's a full moon and I'm bleeding a lot. Look, I'm like, man,
great.
I'm doing a podcast this morning because of doing the Love and Hate show and doing the Tin Hat show. So I did my podcast this morning, and this human being in front of me is talking about the full moon, and I didn't put a thing in. I'm like, you're just so. I know you like it's a woman's thing, and some of you, yes, I will sound like that, ladies. Some of you are like, it's my, it's natural. Here's my thing, and I'm like, oh, look, I love you, I married you, so it's cool, but it is. I'm like, you're a fucking child sometimes. You really
to be
are.
proud of. Maybe that's not on the top of the list.
Hey, love me, love my sacred nani.
Nani? What's a
A
nani?
dumb word that women use for their vagina.
Oh, okay. Nani. Yeah, but, you know, it's like I
We have that
got
crocheted over the bed at home.
what's the clown that's in the drain pipe?
No, Pennywise.
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of married to Pennywise a little bit. Like it's over, you know what I mean? Like she wasn't in a drain, but she was on the other side of the table, just sort of like. I'm like, what the fuck happened to you? Who hit you in the head? You know?
Yeah, it's possible to not shame periods without celebrating them.
Yeah. Not in my house, Michael. They've got to be celebrated,
There's quite a lot
and I'm
of
not going to
things-
fight it because there's other battles I want to win.
You gotta pick it. There's quite a lot of things that were unjustly shamed for years, but they've sort of flipped straight into celebration.
Yeah, and I feel like sort of like you know, the black dude's, you know, saying some shit about, you know, I mean, how he's been treated or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm backing you. I don't know exactly, but I'm backing you. Fuck yeah. She's like, you know, we've been bleeding for you. I'm like, well, go ahead, raise it in the air, fucking weirdo. You know, fucking hand in the air. Look at my butt. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, people need to stop giving women a hard time for having difficult menstrual cycles.
Yes. Yeah, that's got to be crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That to me, it's sort of like, you know, she got crazy menstrual cramps, and I've got crazy back pain. But I got crazy back pain out of nowhere. That's going to go away. It's not going to come every month for me. That if I had crazy back pain on cue every month, man, that would take its toll. I would be
cramping,
even bitchier than I already am.
Well, right, and also to go one obvious step further, you know, her monthly pain is a part of what enables the human race to survive and perpetuate itself and allow you to be born.
Touche.
So she's
Big tits when she gets it too.
really taking one for the team.
Crazy how they do that.
Forbes has released their list of
Forbes.
the top 5 money-making hip-hoppers.
Oh, great. Man, those 5 idiots are going to be pumped.
They are. And,
Wear a rubber.
Is this all-time wealth or like who made money last year?
Last
This
year.
is like currently.
Yeah.
And Sean P. Diddy Combs is no longer number 1.
Ah!
Is it Rainbow Trash Man?
Yes!
Ray Butt Trash Man?
Rainbow Trash Man.
in the fight at LAX?
Oh, yeah, Rainbow 69. Is he the hottest? Is he the
Yes.
richest guy in the world?
No, he's not.
Yeah, he doesn't look like the richest guy.
Crayola Dumpster?
At number 5.
Crayola dumpster. He is seriously a bag of crayons. Fucking idiot. Anyway.
It's like expired Fruit Loops.
Meets Axl Rose. It's like it's a superhero where Axl Rose was eating some Fruit Loops and it exploded.
It's Fruit Loops in a crack den. Like it really is. It brings that. You know what I mean? Anybody could be shot at any time, and candy. Both. It's kind of cool. Anyway.
So here are the top 5. The tie for 4th place is Drake and Eminem. Number 3 is Dre. Number 2 is Diddy. And number 1,
Chanel West Coast.
Jay-Z.
Oh.
Who?
Jay-Z.
Oh, okay, cool. Good for him. Yeah.
And Rick Ross was allegedly hospitalized, unresponsive in the middle of the night. He's had seizures before.
From being fat?
Well, he's like lost like 75 pounds, but he's still pretty big from a peak of 350, I think.
Yeah.
And it's weird because his family, I think, denies that he's in the hospital, but TMZ is reporting it.
He's actually in there. Why, does it, like, lose record sales if he's gonna die from being fat?
I don't know. I absolutely...
Isn't that what it's all about? Just like, fuck it, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna eat shit and die? That's kind of gangster, right? We appreciate that.
Was found unresponsive and breathing heavily at 3:30 a.m. this morning. Transported for pneumonia.
Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, especially when you're a big fat person. I woke up in the middle of the night, couldn't breathe, I was gonna vomit. Went back to sleep.
Of course, listening to up-tempo music helps.
And on demand, the Jason L. Show. Who knows? For how long?
You listen to up-tempo music, of course you exercise longer.
Yeah, I'm a maniac on the floor. That's how I do.
Young adults spend more than 6 hours a day being stressed
Jerking
out.
off, yeah.
No. Stressed out.
Yeah, jerking off asshole faces.
No, just be stressed.
Yeah, let it go. Let it go. What's gonna happen?
The future.
Fucking robot comes out of the ocean and blows us up. Russians pull the fuck off. Let's dance.
And finally, in a show of
We didn't start the fire.
how shitty Hollywood is.
Yeah.
This year, among the usual things you would find in your gift basket, such as plane tickets, holidays, luxury cosmetic items, you will also find canisters of pepper spray and other personal safety products. So that when you leave the Oscars, nobody throws shit on you, or you don't fall down one of the holes in the sidewalk, or you get stabbed.
You added the holes in the sidewalk, didn't you?
I may have
I
embellished.
watched
a
the
little
Hollywood
bit
Walk.
on
You take a look. You scrutinize the sidewalk.
I thought it was
Yeah.
just like in case Steve Gutenberg was waiting to strike somewhere.
Right?
No, sidewalks are all beat up. I mean, if this is the thing that's supposed to be attracting people to the city, it shouldn't be as shitty looking as it is.
Yeah.
And I came up with a $1 billion idea last night on
Does it
how
cost
to
$1 billion?
revitalize Hollywood. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It'll become out of the goodness of people's hearts.
Okay. Good luck.
All the closed up storefronts on Hollywood Boulevard, you use set designers to remake those as
Humphrey
famous
Bogart.
locations in movies.
Right.
Like, here's the storefront from, 12 Monkeys or some shit.
In the meantime, if they're all run down, can't I just rent that and do a show from there?
One of the most beautiful buildings, two of the most beautiful buildings in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Three of the most beautiful buildings in Hollywood.
4! Ooh.
No, 3 are empty right now, completely empty, and they're just amazing buildings. So I don't know. Maybe you could rent them. Have a party.
Did you see this on your walks?
That's got to be Plastic Jesus.
You are exactly right. That is the work of notorious street artist Plastic Jesus. Last year he did, something else.
Hollyweed.
And this year he's got a gold statue of Harvey Weinstein on the casting couch in his bathrobe, emerging. Get it?
No. Explain. Yeah, no. Good for him. Where's that?
And isn't Hollywood great?
He did
Isn't it great that we're going to the Oscars? Well, suck on this, Hollywood elite.
Yeah, elite.
Plastic Jesus out.
Hey, I'm just trying to cause conversation, man.
Yeah, elite. You're all good. You're all like okay with rape and stuff. Elite.
I know that guy. I don't like him. I think he's
Who?
a good dude. The Plastic Jesus.
Oh,
dude.
I was gonna say,
No,
man.
not Harvey. No, wait. No. I'm not talking about Harvey.
Oh, let me clarify, motherfucker.
Last year he had Kanye West in a crucified pose
Yep.
titled False Idol. Think about it, man.
I got it.
I'm not entirely sure that I do, but okay.
He's an idol that's not real.
People are worshiping him
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
when they should be worshiping the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Mm,
That's his message.
I
You
don't
know
know about
what?
that one either.
I think that there are probably quite a few more people in America who actually think what would Jesus do than what would Kanye West do on a daily basis.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Maybe a couple.
I don't think anybody thinks what would Kanye
No,
West
no,
do.
nobody.
Which is that's what I'm saying. So what's the point of get it? Get it, man?
You just don't understand, Tully.
I guess
No, I
I
know.
don't.
When I was driving to
Pretty
the
proud of it.
Tully's just angry.
when I was driving to my son's
Street
school
art I am.
yesterday, I didn't think to myself, "Can Kanye help me out here?" You know, he
Right.
didn't pop in, not one time.
No,
Yeah.
my
Right.
feeble brain. Oh, the answer's out there somewhere.
I know, right?
I'll never arrive at it. Can I punch it? Can I break it? Can I chew on it? Oh God, what would Kanye West do?
We'll be back.
That's pretty good. All right. You've been served.
Oh, awesome.
Oi! Chords.
Thanks for the coffee, Betsy.
You bought it yourself.
No, but you did the hard part. Yeah. Man, it is shitty looking out there.
Yeah, it is not written up.
seems like, and then. Okay. Like I say, there's a fair amount of news. If that's just like whatever, I might cut that when I think I have the news to see us through the end of the hour, or maybe not. Okay.
There were some wolf knife names too.
Yeah, just like a handful, right? Only a couple.
Yeah.
Does when you send like your show files, does Andrew, are they just ready to go and just be loaded? Or does Andrew like fuck with them at all?
I don't know. Oh, like sound or anything like that.
Yeah. Does he, like,
I strongly doubt that he does.
Okay.
Probably should, but
Is Pete segment 1 or 2?
one.
One. Okay.
You were right about him.
He's good, right?
Well, I didn't get through any questions because
Yeah. You pull a string once and he will talk.
yeah, pretty
forever.
much. Yeah, I actually had some things I would have liked to have discussed, but. All right.
I don't think we have an intro for the what's your price thing.
so. Cool.
You're sitting in, right, Will?
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
I'll be in a sec. I'm just gonna, once this segment starts, I'm just gonna fire the PDT and it'll be in.
Punch you in the face for scaring me like that.
shit.
Well, what's an example of a question?
Do people ever say that you do things that other people might find dangerous and irresponsible?
And what was your answer?
I so wanted to take note.
The Jason Ellis Show.
Ellis.
A Brooklyn woman has been arrested for poisoning her friend's cheesecake.
Did the cheesecake die?
No, but
You know, being
your life's on the line right now.
Being on the radio is a privilege, not a right will.
Thank you, Michael. Don't abuse us like that.
This is one of the most insane stories I can recall. This woman, she is a Russian citizen.
Say no more, Michael.
Befriended this woman in Brooklyn who just happened to look almost exactly like her.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Wow, weird.
And won her trust and friendship, and then went to visit her one day with the cheesecake, probably from Junior's. I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Shit's like Highlander. There can only be one.
Well, she made her eat the cheesecake, and when the lady went unconscious, she
Cut her head off.
her friend up in lingerie and scattered pills around.
Yes!
I mean, despite the fact that I'm assuming you would do a toxicology report and realize that the pills were not what killed this lady, it was poison and cheesecake.
Cheesecake, yeah.
Neither here nor there.
See, that's why I refuse to have cheesecake with Tilda Swinton.
And this... I get that.
I don't.
Wait, I'll show you a picture of Tilda Swinton. Imagine a highly acclaimed art film actress who was also a dead ringer for Kevin.
And a dress.
There's good old Tilda.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
See, here's the
Oh,
twist.
come on,
That's
man.
a picture of me.
You're like the new Avril Lavigne. She got tired of being Tilda Swinton, so now she's producing radio, and you're in shitty movies everyone pretends to like.
She's got the same hair, but other than that and the facial features, it doesn't look like you at all.
Her hair's way better.
She's got terrific hair.
Yeah.
This segment rules.
She's cool. So the Russian lady poisoned her new friend, made it look like a suicide, stole, among other things, her passport, and basically started to flee. She had intended to assume that woman's identity.
Fucking Mr. Ripley'd her ass.
Yeah. And this Russian lady supposedly had left Russia only a year or two ago because she was fleeing from
Murdering somebody else.
murder charges.
Yeah.
And what she'd been doing in Brooklyn in the meantime was dating a string of men and getting them to buy her a bunch of shit to support her.
Like poison and
Was she
cheesecake.
hot?
She had to be, right?
You know, she's a Russian lady who takes care of herself.
Yeah, hot enough to get a bunch of men to do stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
You don't have
and
to
let
be
me
that
see,
hot to do that.
There's a photo of the lady in the hospital, and there's the woman who poisoned her.
Ah, I see.
It works.
Yeah.
It definitely works.
You should buy the rights to that and make your movie script
Isn't
based
that-
on a true story.
Never be friends with anyone that looks like you.
Never be friends with a Russian.
Yeah, just don't talk to Russians.
Yeah.
I would never be friends with anybody who looks like me.
Okay, well that's a perfect segue for a game that we played.
Are you racist?
This is a parlor game of sorts that we call What's Your Price? How much money would you need to receive to do or have done to you any of the list of things I'm about to tell you about? How much money would you need, for example, to be friends with a Russian?
So the lowest price.
$1 million.
The lowest.
I mean, is this like hanging out all the time?
Yeah, like they gain your full confidence. They know the login to your phone.
And 3.5.
A Russian.
Yeah, 3.5 million. You know what? I don't think there's I can't do it. I can't be friends with a Russian.
Russians and Armenians.
Yeah, what's
are
the price
great.
of never sleeping comfortably again?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Sam
Russians
Sam
are great.
pays me about $500 a month to be his friend, so that's not that hard to be an Armenian's friend. But a Russian, I'm not joking, $3 million.
That's the same thing, basically.
No, it's not.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Why
How
don't
fucking
you yell
dare
that out the
yeah.
window the next time they're having their parade?
No, but
Whichever one it is.
Armenians speak Russian, for example. You know, I mean, it's
Yeah.
Do they?
The cultures are very, very
Yeah.
close to each other.
Yeah, I blame them for a lot of the problems that we have.
I don't.
Yep. Well, that's because you're a pussy.
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you.
All right. Well, I was joking.
Oh, me too.
Oh God, you're so scary.
No, there's nothing. Yeah, okay, yeah, $0.
So you'd be friends with him.
Yes.
It's very progressive of you.
Yeah, I've never.
By the way, the official,
so weird.
the official language of Armenia, little something called Armenian.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Do ya?
Most Armenians also speak Russian because they teach it in the schools there. Why don't you look that up in your little Google? I don't have to. It's in my brain.
Okay.
It's again a right, not a privilege. I'm sorry, the other way around.
Well, I feel like Russians
You've
force
got me flustered.
Russians force their language on Armenians, which once again refer as I go back to Armenians, cool,
Right.
Russians not.
See, the Armenians gave the Russians the code to their phone, metaphorically speaking, and
That's
this is where it got them.
Yeah, bit him in the ass.
All right.
Okay,
So we really are playing Are You Racist? I didn't know
Only
that.
I felt like I said it at
only
the
against-
start.
only against Russians.
Yeah.
Okay. How much money would you need to receive to get an irreversible surgical split tongue?
I mean, I would just. I don't really want to do it.
I
Are
think
you
it's the
sure?
most horrible looking thing.
I like Lee's tongue, but that's her vibe. I just don't want to do it. It's just like, oh God, that thing looks so bad when they do it to you. But I guess
afterwards too.
The healing
In my
process has
opinion.
gotta suck.
I would do it for like 50 grand.
I think you're going to win this round.
Yeah, no, my price is gonna be way higher than that.
Yeah, I think I'll do $100,000. That way I can buy a cool car
I
to offset my serpent tongue.
It's still pretty low.
Yeah, I'm going at least. I think I'm gonna go $1 million. $1 million.
Yeah, I'm a little lower than that. All of my prices come back to what does it take for me to get a house? So this is dictated entirely. If there's like, you'll notice we played this game again after the current housing bubble burst, that my number for everything will go down.
Right,
It's
we're doing
gonna,
this in cents.
yeah, that's gonna need to get me a decent part of a house that I actually want to live in. Because Lee, I forgot that she got that. I don't notice it when I talk to her. I'm sure if I was looking for it, I would. So I could be bought, but it's in the 100,000s range.
Do you think does it like fuck with your speech when you
Nope.
first get it?
Nope.
Your blowjobs are off the charts.
No, you really,
fuck yeah.
Michael. Took the words out of my
I'll
mouth.
never be able to whistle again.
You can do that too.
You can jack a cock off with your tongue.
You can do a lot of stuff with it.
You can tongue wrestle yourself.
You can lick a butt and a pussy at the same time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
For centuries,
I
man
meant-
has
Wow.
dreamed.
In that case, I'll do it for free.
Hey, each to their own, all right?
Okay.
My mind was blown when I saw that.
How much money would you need to receive to drink a shot of someone else's semen every night before you go to bed?
Oh,
Every
man,
night
every
forever?
night.
I guess so.
Nah.
Is it a different person every night?
I'm going to say, for the sake of, since I'm the key master of this, that it's somebody that you don't know. Let's say you. No, maybe you do know. Maybe you do know who it is sometimes, but you definitely know beyond the shadow of a doubt that it is safe.
Yeah, so your health won't be affected.
Yeah, you're
just have to slug down some jizz.
That's right.
I guess.
I'm not doing that. I'm not living that way.
Oh, I would do it. I just realized if it's for like job security, then it would just be whatever money I need to survive every day.
Right.
That's what I would swallow cum for.
Could I freeze it every night and swallow it like a giant vitamin?
No.
Good. Well said, Michael.
I was trying to beat the
you
system.
Yeah,
could
you
mix
definitely-
it with the emergency.
It's not out of the
You can't
dick.
cut it, right?
You got to take it. You got to take it straight.
Is it
Man,
still
it's just
warm?
like doing echinacea, but for a job.
What about this? What I do think you could do, since I'm making the rules, couldn't you get a thing that kind of just puts it down your throat, like when you give kids
like a deep throat turkey baster?
medicine, you just
Well,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
you do.
So you
you
don't
drop,
taste it.
you drop it on the back of your throat.
yeah,
You're allowed to
God.
chase,
you know,
right?
Yeah.
like
Oh,
so many
yeah.
times before.
Chase it with a couple of dicks, you'll be alright.
Like after I do my shot of jizz, I can do 2 shots of vodka.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Rubbing alcohol.
Every day.
Anything
You don't
like
need a
that.
job anymore. Yeah, I would do it for
yeah, you're right. Guaranteed employment, like good employment.
Yeah.
yeah.
One-time payment.
it's
No,
a one
we're saying,
time
We're saying, yeah, okay. Then what is what
$1
I
million.
What do I need to live every day for the rest of my life put together?
$1 million cash.
I have expensive taste. I'm gonna need $5 million.
$1 million.
day.
Oh, here's the thing. Well, if somebody says makes you that deal, $1 million cash, load. I really do wonder after 3 months or 6 months, do you go, wow, this really wasn't that big of a deal. It's kind of easy money. Or do you go, that was the worst decision I ever made. Why did I do this? I really wonder.
Yeah. I mean, as far as I know, I've never swallowed man jizz. But I mean, I see a lot of people do it around me all the time. It doesn't look that bad, and
Some
if it's
people like it.
yeah, and if it's like just a shot of it, then I just keep putting it as, I've done all these shots before of like
Jägermeister.
yeah, Ooka Dookie and all kinds of stuff. But you know what I mean? Where it's like cringing every time I do it. I'm like, oh my god, my eyes are watering. I'm like, if you take away the dick and you're just swallowing something that isn't going to make you sick that day, because that changes everything. If I was sick, if it doesn't do a fucking thing to you, and it's like instead of working 9 to 5, you do a shot of jizz, you're offensive to everybody on the planet for not taking it for.
I thought that sentence was going to end a totally different way. You're offensive to everyone on the planet that's the guy who doesn't have a job. He just drinks jizz.
No.
Oh, no, you're a great American.
There.
So wait, do you get weekends off, or are you still slamming jizz?
Yeah,
You're slamming jizz.
And is it a shot?
But you don't have to go to work, Kevin.
One load.
I mean, you could go to work, but you already have a guaranteed money. Like you're sitting on $1 million in the bank or whatever.
Yeah, now you're either working or drinking jizz for your love, because you don't need to do both of them.
Yeah. You could just drink jizz in the morning and walk around all day buying stuff.
See, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make this money work for me, so I'm just not some fucking.
You're gonna invest your jizz money.
What about
jizz guzzling goofball?
What about would it make any difference to you?
What if you lost all that in a game? You know what I mean, like in investing, and now you just drink jizz every day, broke.
Right.
I'm in my cardboard box, like I don't want to go to bed.
Wait, is it
Just sitting on like 1 million worthless Bitcoin.
One final question: is it a shot glass or is it one load?
Yeah, it says a shot, which leads me to believe it's a full. It's
1
a
ounce,
shot
right?
up to the line.
Oh,
No, that's a lot. That's a lot of cum. I
I
thought it was just like a man's cum shot.
I wouldn't be able to physically do it. I would vomit it up. And
I think it's only fair that it's a man's full jizz shot, not a. Because that's like to fill a shot glass of jizz. That's a lot of jizz.
How about this? Would it make it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come in a shot glass this weekend.
Yeah, take a crack at it and check back
Yeah.
in with us on
No, you probably won't fill it all weekend.
Oh man, that would be funny if Will, you took that deal and then you're like, you do the shot of jizz and barf, and then you're like, oh no, I have to lick it up.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then you go to hell.
What?
Wait, what?
Those are the
I don't know
rules.
why I just assumed that was the penalty if you break contract.
What about this? Does it make it better or worse for everybody if you make the deal, but instead of drinking the shot of semen every single night before you go to bed, you just have like somebody follows you around everywhere you go to get food, and they sneak it in your food.
No.
Something that you were going to eat or drink that day
fine.
anyway.
No.
That's 100% fine. I will do that for a low price as opposed to
For example,
drinking.
let's put a number on it, Will.
Okay. Let's see.
Check my bank account.
I'll take $2 million. I will.
Wait.
What a steal.
Wait, but you won't do it for. You won't accept jizz in a cup in the morning.
Right.
But you'll have it in your food.
Yes.
You must eat shit food.
No,
I do not want hidden jizz in my meal, man. Just give me the shot.
It's hidden. No,
Yeah,
it's
but
the
Hidden. It's in everything. I mean, it's in
It
everything.
could
You
be
bad.
anything. I had a tuna salad sandwich for lunch, and do you think I could ever enjoy tuna salad again, knowing that is like the
Yeah.
food stuff to hide?
Eat
jizz?
kind of a milkshake or nothing ever again. Mayonnaise, like
No,
you're like, oh
it's
god, no mayo.
It's hidden. You don't taste it. Look, that's the whole point of it.
Oh, you
is that-
taste it.
Oh, you taste it everywhere.
Yeah,
That's
there's
the
a
whole point.
little bit of chlorine in your burger. You know what you just ate.
And then you give up on eating ice cream
Yep.
and milkshakes and mayonnaise
Yep.
and tuna salad.
Just
because-
do the shot.
And then all they can do is put it in food where it really can't be hidden.
Yeah.
You said hidden.
Yeah, just ranch.
So-
As well hidden as you could. This person knows at the beginning of the day everything that you're going to consume, and they are smart enough to figure out the best possible way to hide it. But if all you were going to have that day is like slices of lettuce and glasses of water, well, guess what? You can't really hide it.
Yeah, you got some special dressing on that lettuce.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see the jizz.
Yeah, or it's just like Los Angeles
In
tap
the
water.
glass of water.
In your plan, Will, it's,
Just a big loogie in the bottom of your water. Fuck.
it's spaced out so evenly over
Can't do
everything you
that.
consume that you don't taste it when you eat your meals.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that just a little bit is in everything.
Oh, like Princess Bride it?
Yeah.
What is he drying? Is he drying it first and then sprinkling it? Fuck
Yeah,
you.
sure,
You're
whatever
getting.
it is.
Nah, man, you're getting live jizz. Get the fuck out of here.
No, I'm not doing
Live jizz.
Nope. None for
Still,
me.
if you didn't eat it and you put it in a vagina, it could still make a baby. That's how live the
No,
jizz is.
no.
Hot and
not.
fresh out the kitchen.
Not for me. I can't do it. I'm not doing it. I can't.
Oh my
Hot and
goodness.
fresh out the kitchen.
I
man.
met this really respectable person this morning. He's like, "Oh yeah, I heard you're on the radio. So like, what channel? It's in my rental car."
Yeah,
and
don't
I'm
say
like,
that.
"Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it, man."
Please don't. Please don't.
Shout out to that guy if he's listening right now.
He's not listening.
Oh, I'm sure he gave up 2 hours ago.
If he's as smart as you say he is.
How much money would you need to permanently dye your eyebrows pink?
I feel like it could affect future earnings. So I might need to aim high here.
Yeah, but you're an
Not here. You're gonna raise for that here.
You're in entertainment, so that would be your trademark.
Come on, Greasy. Look at his eyebrows. He's hilarious.
Yeah, but you're going to retire before I do.
Who is?
You.
Am I?
Yeah.
Not if you get a bunch of money for getting your eyebrows painted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have pink eyebrows because I don't really have eyebrows. Can't really see mine anyway. So all of a sudden they would appear. So I don't know if I'd be that cool with that. You know what I mean? And that's really ruining my whole look that I've got going here. I've spent a lot of money on
think
already.
It would look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna. I would not take pink eyebrows for the rest of my life for any money under the sun.
You're welcome to do it, Will.
I would. Let me
You can.
think of my price.
Oh, damn it! No, if I was 60, different story. But not right now. Still a few more years. I like my face.
I don't know why I'm thinking $750.
$750.
$750,000.
Right, that's solid.
Yeah,
Right,
that's about where I am.
Takashi clown my eyebrows.
Right, yep, not doing it.
Yeah,
There
I'm
you
down.
go.
I'm down because look, it's one of the 48 laws of power. Whatever, having a trademark about yourself, like
Yeah,
you
but
have
my
goofy
chick-
hair.
My chick got to look at my face when I'm boning her, and if I fuck up my bone zone, there's no money on fucking up my bone zone. My rest of my life, I know that Katie's like,
It might enhance your.
Like, can you do it from behind because you're a wacky head? I'd be like, man, it's crushing.
Just put like a low
Yeah,
visor on.
yeah, fucking great. I always walk around with a low visor. Great.
Headband.
Yeah.
It's like once you get that, you just immediately develop a product that you can sell on late night infomercials because that's like really the only job that you're appropriate for.
Oh, the guy with the pink eyebrows. Everybody.
Yeah,
would say
yeah.
that.
You're like the new guy in the money suit.
Yeah.
Right.
Or radio.
What else? How much money would you need to receive in order to agree to have severe diarrhea for a year?
Oh God. I'll do that free.
I have no idea who.
Well, you just don't want to do it for. You don't want to have run out of the money before the year's over. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to be spending that money, my diarrhea money, all the way up until I don't have diarrhea, because then it justifies. Every time I take a poopy, it like, blah, 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 and I'm like, man, and then I just immediately go outside and buy some shit and be like, ha 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 ha.
I feel like I need to consult with the keymaster for that.
Why do you need to consult?
Take a
You
shit bike.
you already do diarrhea all year.
I know, but that can be bad for you.
I just
So
want
this
enough
is-
to cover the Charmin.
Wait,
There's no
you
health thing causing this. I just have diarrhea. I'm not going to suffer any health consequences.
No, it's just another year for you.
I mean, what difference does it make what your poop comes out as long as it doesn't hurt? Like, diarrhea doesn't hurt.
Right.
It's kind of funny.
You are gonna have to go to the toilet.
wait? Do you
a lot.
laugh when you diarrhea?
No, but
Okay.
inside my head, I'm like, oh, that was a funny noise.
Do you diarrhea when you laugh?
Your butt is gonna be so torn up.
From
Yeah, the rectum, the actual hole's got to be frisky after a
raw.
year straight.
Oh yeah.
My number's lower on this than it is for a lot of other things.
Yeah,
though.
me too.
Yeah, me too.
250.
I think because everything we discuss is always permanent.
250 G's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Suffering for a year for that sounds
200.
That
I
sounds about right.
200.
I take 100 grand.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it for 100 smackers too,
I'll do it
untaxed.
for 98.
Your wish is granted.
Yeah, don't you wish somebody, Daddy Warbucks, listening? Like, so, gentlemen, I've been listening to the show. I've scribbled down a couple of notes.
Daddy Warbucks. that guy's fuck around and make bets with Daddy Warbucks. He
Yeah.
plays for keeps.
Ever since Annie moved out, he's got nothing but time on his hands.
He's got no pupils.
Warbucks.
Scary guy.
Fuck is going on?
Every time you ejaculate, you cry for 15 minutes.
What's new?
Yeah, see, that's like the diarrhea. That happens anyway.
So we're cutting
Nah.
my crying time in half here.
And with the attendant emotions too. You get really, really, really sad when you
Oh,
come.
God.
So sad that you cry for 15
You're
minutes.
sobbing.
Yeah.
That ruins coming.
Forever.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be really tired too. Crying makes you tired.
$1 billion. It's actually a number these days. How crazy is that?
It is.
It's like a legitimate number. Somebody could pay you. What the fuck happened?
I'll do 10 mil. I'll buy something that I can look at that will cheer me up once those 15 minutes are over.
Do you think that in making this deal, you would just kind of try to avoid having orgasms?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm crying all the
Yeah, I'd
time.
probably jerk off a little. I think that's safe to say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, there's no more jerking off in the shower. No way. Like a quick one, because it's not a quick one. You got to bowl for 15 minutes afterwards.
Yeah.
$50 million would cover me good.
What'd you say, 10, Kevin?
Buy all the
Yeah.
frosting I want.
Yeah, that's about right. That gets me the house and then some, and maybe I can do some good.
Yeah, with all this free time of me not jerking off, I can really go out and make some changes in the world.
How much money would you need to speak nothing but Pig Latin for a year?
What's Pig Latin?
Everyone would hate you.
Big pay, Attenlay.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't really. Well, I would lose my job.
Yes.
So
Can travel.
no money. I can't do it. I can't lose my job.
People would just despise you.
How long would the show last? Like an hour?
Probably have to take a year hiatus.
Yeah,
Right?
it would.
You could not do a show like that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take a mental health year.
I feel like they would let you. I really is that insane?
Because they're not listening.
But people would stop listening because it would be so. Oh,
No.
this is just
But what
terrible.
about if I called my boss and I was just like, look, dude, I became friends with Daddy Warbucks. He's even weirder than the Any Comics ever let on.
Turns out he's also a wizard and has powers.
Doesn't have pupils. He has offered me $100 million if I will speak nothing but Pig Latin for a year. How can I possibly say no to this? Think of the good that I can do.
No,
Think of the good that I can do. Dude, if necessary, I will cut you in on this. I really want to keep doing my job. I know no one can listen. I have to take a
No,
year
it's
off.
easy. No.
I will come back.
No, it's
I mean,
easy.
I just realized if you get the money to do the show, then
Yeah.
I don't need anybody anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
if you wanted to do the show, you could just say, "I'm going to do the show for free. It's going to be all in Pig Latin," but you wouldn't have to.
Or
do
I'll
the
just
job.
come back. But
I could take a
let's
year
assume you
off.
wanted to.
I could take a year off and get paid $5 million and start my own show, my own studio, and do my own thing that isn't on Sirius XM anymore.
Take a vow of silence.
Just out for a year.
Yeah, people do that once a
Racing
week.
cars.
There's something to that, maybe.
You don't have to talk when you race. You don't have to talk when you fight.
Yeah.
And then just back in a year with this giant studio and fucking everything.
Lasers and smoke.
Yes, I definitely would need
Dancing
lasers
girls.
for radio. Welcome back to the show. It's been a year. Just in case you're wondering, there's lasers firing off everywhere. You'd have to be here for it.
How much money would you need to reduce your penis size by 50%?
Well, that's no money. I can't do that. That's a wife thing. If I reduce my penis to half the size it is, my wife would be gay. Straight up. I'm kind of into the thing where you watch a little bit, but not like those people that are proper into it, because in the end, I'm getting in there.
See, my number is actually lower for this than it would be for a lot of other things.
Oh, sounds like you got some dick to spare.
Well, just because...
Or it wasn't much to begin with in the first place.
I could still...
Half, dude!
I know.
Half!
I could still fuck with... Apparently you can still fuck with... Like, all I... Okay.
I think I'm fine with living with an 8-inch dick for the rest of my life.
Oh, there he is. Assuming I could still have sex...
Is it half as wide as well?
I don't know.
I mean, half.
Yeah, it's half. It's shrunken down to 50%.
Okay,
It's
if
You still get the head.
I'd have to see what it looked like and get like a little like rubber mold of that or something and then run it past my wife. But if she was like, yeah, I could fuck that, I'll just use rubbers a whole bunch and we're gonna get... I'm just saying this could be negotiated for me, because I think if I were single there's no way I could make this deal, but if my wife and I were like, yeah, we'll still have sex. Yeah, we'll figure it out and look at what we get out of this, I'll have that conversation. I will.
And it's for a year or forever?
Forever.
Forever.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Can't do that.
Yeah. I can't hold it.
I'm trying to think if I said like 50 million and then I took 20 million to just go to the gnarliest dick surgeon. Oh, but that's cheating.
They don't do it anyway. It's not done. Half, dude. They don't make your dick double. There's no pill on the planet or surgery that makes it double.
I'd say maybe 100 million. Because I'm sure there's lots of guys that have $100 million in the bank and they're probably...
They're
I'm
probably
sure there's a
dating
few that are
hotter
rocking
girls. Yeah.
50% of the penis I have. So fuck it, I'll join the club.
Yeah, if Katie left me, maybe I could be like a weird gay bottom guy. Just stay with boys that are into tattooed dudes with micro dicks.
That sounds like the title of your porn. Two guys with micro dicks.
That's my porn, huh?
Yeah, that'd be
Okay,
it.
I'll work on that. Get the script going.
100 million from.
The one report states that 75% of men with micro penises are still able to have sexual intercourse.
Yeah, I heard a story the other day about a girl that met a guy with a micro penis, and he was touching her vagina. He was over the top of her, stretching it, and it wasn't hard, and he was just pulling on it, and it was very, very tiny, very micro penisy, and then he flicked it on her vagina, like he was.
Like you're flicking a fly off your.
Exactly, because that was the other thing. Like, for him to get it to actually hit, it was kind of like making the end of your pinky hit the clitoris, and then immediately stood up and jizz flew out of his
bucket.
He did. He jizzed out of his micro penis.
Like a shot glass.
Things come in small packages.
That's the story I heard. So look, that's a kinky thing that you could be into. Like I said, if I was single, maybe there would be an option, especially at this age, because I had a good run with it. I feel like if I was to cut my dick out of the equation, I would get a lot more done in my life. But I can't take my dick away from my wife. She leaves me. That's like her just, I guess what, I made a deal. I shut my pussy up. But it's a lot of money, Jason.
Yeah.
I'd be like, wait, fucking, I love money, but, oh, it's okay. You can just go fuck other bitches for the rest of your life. No, that's not, nope. I need my dick and you need your pussy. That was like, I said I do because I do fuck you
that
forever.
That was in your vows, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious about the 25% of micropenis dudes that can't have sex.
Well, see, when Michael says you can have sex, I feel like you can insert it, but the person that you're fucking doesn't think you're having sex.
But it's like, is your dick so small that it can't even fit a pee hole on it?
Yeah, it's got to
Still
be.
gotta piss out of that
You
fucker.
can't fit a pee hole on
What
it.
the hell's wrong with you? Yes, there's a pee hole in it. If it doesn't have a pee hole, it's not a dick.
Is it a pee hole to scale or is it a normal pee hole?
No, it's got to be to scale. It's got to be itty bitty.
Then how does cum even get out of that? Like that dude that had to flick his dick to make it jizz.
Dude, I don't
How'd
think
cum get out of there?
because when I
I
said
think they have like some micro dicks are basically just like
Yeah.
medium-sized knobs.
yeah,
Pee hole that extends beyond.
yeah,
that.
I feel like
It's like
no.
medium-sized knobs. I mean, that's it. That's the
Yeah,
whole thing.
you're microing it too much, dude. Like
Yeah,
you've gone into
you're
Ant-Man
recycling
world. Yeah, calm down.
I mean, there are.
It's
dicks that are
it's
so
a-
small you can't even see them through
It's
the
not
pubes.
true. It's
There
not.
are.
No, there isn't.
Then what are you rocking if you're in that 25% of micropenises where you can't even fuck?
You have like an inch or two,
Do you just
and
like scissor with chicks?
I look, from what I heard, there was a blowjob that happened where it was like you wiggled it in your mouth, and there was things the things they do because they know it doesn't work. And yes, there can be some sex that happens, but it was like this person that told me that story, there was like a rubber involved at one point, and that was just absolutely hilarious. Like it was just in the middle of the action, and she didn't know if it was in or not.
God.
Yeah, and then like, as soon as he backs off, that thing comes off because it's not on.
Man, you really gotta. I mean, that's a terrible thing when you really think about it. I mean, if you're a guy with that condition, you probably have like a very low self-esteem because people make such a emphasis on size.
Yep. I mean, unless it's not all, I feel like it's different for different people. If you're all about sex and you're born with a micro penis, okay, you're in hell. But if you're just like, sometimes I have sex, it's not that big of a deal, or I've always had a micro penis, I don't know what it's like to not have anything else than that.
Right.
So sex has never been like that big of a deal. I mean, Hot Dog's been fucked one time. He's not like in a tortured hell.
Right.
It's different strokes for different folks. Like, I don't know. Like, if I was born with a micro penis, maybe I wouldn't have got a taste for all this other shit that I feel like I need to have now, because it's a road that I wouldn't have gone down.
Right.
And I had tons of, the only thing I would say is the story that I heard sounded like it was somebody that might have actually had a lot of money and paid for that transaction to happen. So if you have a micro penis, you gotta. And a girl's interested in you and you're young, then you kind of have to explain that to her before it happens, and then
Yeah.
and then that would be just to have a relationship. I feel like a younger lady would be very hard for a younger lady to accept a younger man for having a micro penis. You know?
Well, do you know the worst part is there's kind of a beginner's luck to it, I think, because I think a lot of girls put up with a lot of weird shit that they shouldn't put up with in their first relationship because it's their first relationship and they don't... I mean, they obviously know that penis is just supposed to be bigger than 2 inches long, but if the guy's just like, yeah, but I can make up for it in other ways, and he goes down on her all the time, she might be like, yeah, but he made up for it in other ways.
They say that a lot.
But then maybe on her second relationship or her third relationship, it's like, well, in retrospect, maybe that didn't make up for it all the way. So I think micro dick... I've
just
known...
gotta hunt out virgins.
I've known micro dick guy who I think pulled it off for a little while, and then I think eventually that... I don't know, to me, it's like...
Somebody goes deep?
Yeah. Like, I don't know, if I was a girl... I don't think I would distinguish between, okay, this guy's perfect except he's got a micro dick, and this guy's perfect except, you know, don't talk to him on Sunday, and he cries when the Dolphins lose, and, you know, he's in 8 fantasy football teams. Like, there's just, you add up the shit that you like about the person and the shit that you would probably change about the person if you could, and then whatever you end up with is what you end up with. To me, the dick size thing, the vagina size thing, whatever, isn't, like... super critical in and of itself.
Yeah, it depends on who you go out with. Yeah. Some people don't care about that. And that's the person for you.
How much money would you need to live with the Amish and follow their rules for a calendar year?
That would be awesome. I would like that experience.
Nothing's stopping you.
Why?
Well, I would be fired, so there's something stopping me.
I wouldn't have income, so that would be a
well,
problem.
neither do the Amish people. Don't have jobs outside of the Amish community either.
Yeah, but we don't get to stay there forever, Michael. What about the end of the year when I'm back on the fucking road again?
Well, then go there for good.
Nope.
I don't think the Amish are allowed to.
You go there for good.
I don't want to.
Drink
I have no interest in being Amish. You guys are the Amish aficionados.
If I didn't have to support other people, look, I don't like the religious part of it, but
I'd do it for $1 million.
That might come up once or twice.
I need to have buttons. I gotta have buttons. But other than that, I mean, yeah, sure, that's fine. You know, living out in the country and raising barns with other families.
They're gonna kick me out for boning one of them.
Yeah.
Bitches can't resist me.
Even the Amish.
Even the Amish, I'm telling you, it's like maybe a month they'll last, but in the end they'll be creaking into my weird ass fucking cabin thing or whatever it is I live in.
I'm taking $400,000.
Well, wait, but you want to do it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what about if they covered the money that you would owe to people while you were there and gave you enough to get yourself started on the way back? Theoretically, you would love that. You would welcome that.
Covered the money.
So yeah, like I don't know what your expenses are that you can't avoid because people depend on you, but all of that plus enough money to float you until you could get your career back on track when you came out. That would seem like a gift to you.
Yeah, that would sound awesome.
Okay, I'm not going to live with the Amish.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
It's terrible.
I want like $1 million.
$1 million.
Wow.
All their milky stuff tastes like extra milky because it's not all like factory farmed like ours is.
You know what? I'm not doing it. I changed my mind because I don't want to hear that shit.
Probably smells.
I just don't. That's like going to church for a year, living in it.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I think it would be nice.
Like
It'd
I
be
said,
like a time traveler going back to the 1800s.
A bunch of Amish dudes would be beating me up for banging their
No,
wives.
the 1700s.
Nintendo.
So I'm doing it for sure.
How much money would you need to not brush your teeth for a year? How much can you do with
Can I chew gum?
I would think so. You could do mouthwash, right?
Mouthwash and chewing gum. Does that work for a year?
No.
Are you allowed to use your fingernails to scrape plaque?
You have to. Yeah.
I think so.
Can you floss?
I don't know.
I don't think you can floss. That's part of brushing your teeth.
Yeah. Fuck, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Well, to make it, no oral hygiene. You can't do anything.
Shit mouth for a year.
No.
Yeah, because you're probably gonna die from it if you
No,
neglect
what
your
the
teeth.
fuck? You're not gonna die from it.
You're not gonna die, but you can't have any sex. You can't meet people. You can't do any business.
I mean, if your teeth rot out of your head, that they say like your mouth health is also kind of tightly linked to your heart health. Like
Yeah, but
have
if
a
you
really shitty mouth,
there's tons of people. What about all the people on Maury? They don't brush their teeth for over a year. They're alive.
I mean, a year? That's a lot of time for rot.
What about
It's not that long. A skateboard friend of mine never brushed his teeth for years. Neil Hendricks. Everybody. Whoever made fun of him, he bragged about it. He was like, fuck that stuff. He had these weird little baby rotten teeth.
Oh.
Do you have really bad breath?
Not really, no. Yeah, just really bad little baby rotten teeth he had all the time. I think he might have got new teeth and got a girlfriend and started, but it was a long time where we all just, and he's a super together guy. Like, he had a fucking, he has a pilot's license. Just,
You don't brush your teeth, you got all this free time on your hands.
I don't know. Like, shout out to that dude, though. He's cool.
That's fucked up. I don't know. I hate that.
Yeah, that would really feel bad. You feel bad about
Some
it.
rappers are actually, they brag about it, Michael.
I know that they're out there. What about that Amazon lady who was fighting in the UFC this weekend? Maybe she never saw a toothbrush until she was, brought to the UFC training facility.
Wait, you're saying that ugly chick's breast stinks?
I'm saying if somebody was raised deep in the heart of... If somebody was really...
What a great thing. You guys are so nice to people.
I'm pointing out to Michael, I'm saying how mean that was to say that.
Hey, you mean that ugly?
Well, all I was doing was putting a face on... If somebody was living deep in the...
It's just weird that you had to go for the ugly lady out of all people. Like,
is she actually from the Amazon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
all right.
and
I
the
thought
joke
you
is
were
that... The joke is that... And one person wrote to me...
and
on
everyone,
Twitter-
notorious stinky breath in the Amazon.
What about that ugly Amazon woman?
Well, no,
Bet your mouth
You're
stinks.
saying she's shit?
I mean, they don't have toothbrushes in the Amazon.
Well, listen. Okay, so a couple different things. Somebody wrote to me on Twitter and they said that their wife is like a medical professional and she goes on like charitable medical mission to the town that we mentioned that lady is from. So yes, that lady is apparent. Maybe she's
Okay,
from
wow.
Maybe she's from the fucking house on the hill there.
Yeah.
But probably not.
Probably not.
What I really meant was there are people who are tribes in the Amazon and they have never heard of Crest in their entire lives. They do exist.
Yes.
Cyborg might be in for a dude. Sorry, it's not. Cyborg's not facing her. Who's facing her? Oh, Kat Zingano might be in for. Might want to invest in a mouth guard. I mean, a face guard. Or
nose guard.
Or just live in some really toxic waste.
Yeah.
For the camp.
Just hope her nose has been broken enough times that it's not going to be able
Right.
to-
There's that.
Yeah. How much money would you need to receive to make a sex tape and hold a screening for your entire family?
$100. Watch this.
Nah, it's not happening.
Yeah. My mum would probably like it. I mean, not like it, but she wouldn't be... It wouldn't like it ruin our relationship at all.
I wonder, because I don't really care what my family...
My brother
does with
wouldn't.
that.
He'd be like, oh, God.
Your
nobody's-
Your mom, your dad.
I don't think anybody's actually bummed out. They're just like, eh.
Yeah, that's Jason.
Eh.
Yeah.
I mean, do I have to watch the whole thing? Well, it's sad. Jay's always done sad stuff.
Okay, popcorn.
See, I'm like
While the
thinking
whole
about...
thing's going on, I'm just like, sorry, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I feel like my dad is like the super practical one, and he's a reasonable man of the world. Like, yeah, if Daddy Warbucks gave me $300 million to do this, my dad would be like, yeah, I totally get why you did this.
Yeah.
This is fucking weird, but I completely get... Your dad, you don't think there's any price anybody could pay you, Will, where your dad would be like, you can't say
No.
that.
In fact, they are these kind of people.
Oh,
They would say,
yeah.
what price do you pay for, dignity? I couldn't do it.
Okay, but see, I
how
feel
much
like...
money would I take to destroy my parents? I'm not going to do it.
I'm saying
Oh.
this doesn't destroy my parents, I don't think. 'Cause
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm
But
saying-
it destroys my parents.
Okay, because I think if I do it for free, that might destroy my parents.
Right.
But if I do it for $75 million and I explain it to them beforehand, I don't know that necessarily
What
destroys
profiteth
them.
a man if he gaineth the whole world, yet loseth his soul?
Yeah, but you're assuming that I'm losing my soul.
I know. Look at my dick, motherfuckers. Who cares?
My price would be quite a bit higher
God.
to put it on the internet than just to hold a screening for my family, who know me and who support me and to whom I could explain, look, guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
they know the terms.
Yeah. What was Who
I
wants
would-
who wants some money? Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe just hold all these dollar bills in front of your face so you don't have to watch all the time.
I'd probably do it for like 20 mil. Everybody in attendance, I'd give them a nice fat check, maybe like 100,000, and then be like, from now on, vacations are on me. We'll go do some cool shit once a year.
I would do it for $100,000, and I'll give my stepmom and my mum $50,000 each.
So this is a wash for you.
Yeah. Have you seen me dick?
Is that the name of your movie?
You'd be surprised what I can do with it these days, mum.
That's a good day for the movie, though. Have you seen me dick?
Yep.
Couple more of these. How much money would you need to receive to smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day for the next decade?
Oh, you'd need to pay for the cigarettes.
I can't do that.
Two
Two
packs,
packs
brutal.
is brutal.
What
Okay.
are ciggies at right now? I remember when I moved from New York, over 7 years ago. I think they were like fucking $12.
They're more expensive in New York. The last time I bought a pack of cigarettes in New York, it was like $17.
Oh my.
Oh,
Christ.
17. No, I think 12 or 15 maybe.
Who
But that's
cares?
New York.
Figure 10
And if they were
bucks.
$2, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, 2 packs is almost impossible.
My whole day's over. My whole life's over.
Yeah.
You would be doing that.
I'm not going to the gym.
24 hours.
I'm in hell right now because I can't work out, and 2 packs a day would solidify that for the rest of my life. So no, I cannot do it.
One time when I was smoking the most I had ever smoked when I was driving cross country, we decided one day, because we were so bored sitting in the car, to see how much we could smoke, and we tried as hard as we could and made it to 2.5 packs. 2 packs
Each?
is... Yeah.
Oh fuck.
It was terrible.
I couldn't imagine doing that. I couldn't imagine.
People used to do... Jackie Gleason used to smoke 5 packs of cigarettes a
How
day.
could you?
Holy.
Unless you were smoking half of
Well, it's because
constantly?
it's just got him in his hand the whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're definitely putting...
Yeah, watch them do fucking stand up. They don't put one down, dude.
I can't.
And not to
imagine
mention they're
2
all got
packs.
one. They're all smoking their others the secondhand cigarette off the other person.
Wait,
Yeah, my grandpa used to smoke like Camel on filters, and I think he would do 2 packs a day until he started smoking cigars, and then he would do like 5 full cigars a day, inhaling every puff.
That's
so
what's up.
5 packs of cigarettes.
They make them like they used
There's
to.
100 cigarettes.
What I read about Jackie Gleason is he varied between smoking 5 packs of cigarettes a day and smoking nonstop. And that's why he looked so great in those movies at the end.
I want to figure out
Did he die from cancer?
I believe so.
I just want to figure out how many you'd have to smoke.
think he
like,
became
per
cancer.
minute.
Yeah, but he was a big old fat man when he died, so you kind of fucking made it. Like, don't tell he didn't die when he was fucking 35. He wouldn't look that bad. He was a big old... In Smoking the Bandit, he was already a fat old man. And if you die then, you already lived a good life. Like, was he 65 in the first Bandit?
Let's see how old he was when he passed away.
I bet you that dude lived till he's fucking 70 or something.
Some people just have that gene where it just doesn't get you.
I don't think it's that. I think people just live till they're 70 unless they're on heroin,
He
dude.
was 71 when he passed
See?
away.
There's like your weird race car guys that die at 45 from, that guy that got cancer because he smoked cigarettes and drank all the time. But then there's this main dude that smoked and drink all the time and, Uncle Harry, whatever, his barbecue, drinks his beer. They make it till they're fucking 70, no problem. Just, all I think you got to do is when you start doing that stuff, don't exercise. That's what I've noticed. Like, if you're going to be smoking and drinking every day, really fucking fit in that pocket. Don't mix it up. That's why I don't know how much longer I'll last. Because I got, I'm can't burning the candle. I'm like super fit and then super unfit, super fit. I don't ever, just stay in the, I drink me fucking 16 beers every day. I wake up in the morning, because I know those dudes and they don't die.
Right.
They just solidify. They're like craft singles, unwrapped.
Why don't you just pick one or the other? And by that I mean pick drinking.
Yeah, my kids would be pumped.
I swear, I think processed foods kill more people than like smoking does because, like my grandfather smokes all the time. He lived a very long life.
I think there's definitely a. You're talking. Sorry, but you're old, and you're talking about people that had like fresher air
Yeah.
and fresher meat,
Yes.
and less shit on their mind.
100%.
And that as somebody who's like, I live. Like, when I say I eat bad, like, sometimes I will have some pizza, and there was a time there when I got sick where I was eating ice cream after I'd have dinner every night. And it wasn't even real ice cream, it was fucking coconut ice cream or some other shit. Like, so it's not, when I say I live real bad, it's still not...
It's better than 99%.
Yeah, because like, the average people, like, my kids don't eat fast food, ever. Ever. Like, I can't remember. I mean, I've gone to Starbucks in desperate times to get a coffee, but I don't pull up to those places ever. It's a preposterous meal for me to eat. So I am not that bad, I guess, but it's still, the stress thing is the one that makes you sick, because I take vitamins. Sure, I got a lot of injuries and stuff, but if you look at all the why I get sick, why anything happens to me that's bad, is stress. Because it's not, you can't say, it's from all the alcohol. No, it's not. No, it isn't. I don't do it. I did in the past, but there's the alcohol doesn't shut your body down from when you used to drink in your 20s and 30s in your 40s.
Well, I mean, my grandfather's a farmer, so I mean, in addition to just eating stuff he grew out of the ground himself, the exercise was going and harvesting that stuff.
Right, and it's not a crazy. It's like a constant moving exercise, not a crazy get your heart rate up to 199 or something. It's just good, clean air and exercise, which I'm
just
sure
like what
helps.
human beings are supposed to do.
Yeah, exactly. That's why the Amish thing's kind of appealing.
We're in the booth all the time. We're in the cubicles all the time. We're on the phone. We're at the bus stop. We're in the car.
Eating something out of a can.
And apparently the walking desks have been debunked now too.
Yes, totally.
The walking desk?
Yeah, where you stand and you're on a treadmill.
Oh, of course.
So we have about 3 minutes left at about 4 of these. I think we can do it. How much would you need to eat a 1,000 milligram edible?
Oh, that would be bad.
I think I could take it now. I've been dabbing myself pretty hard. I think I could. And I just know I've had so many panic attacks in my life. I'm like, you ain't killing me, weed candy. You know what I mean? Like,
you're not going to die.
Right. So
you're not gonna die.
It's kind of like how much would I do to take mushrooms? Because I'm pretty sure that might be about the same for me.
Right.
Pretty enjoyable experience.
Oh, man, I would have such a bad trip, but I would do it for $100,000 because that could, like, set me up nicely. For
right.
A while. Yeah.
I'm dropping down to like 5,000. I think.
I'm probably in the 25 to 50 range on this. I'll live. It'll be the worst day ever, and it'll ruin the next couple of days. But I'll live.
I'd do it for $10,000.
How much would you need to live the rest of your life burping out of your ass and farting out of your mouth?
I mean, what about if I just don't pay taxes for the rest of my life? Can I do that?
Armageddon deal?
Yeah, I want the Armageddon deal, because I'll fucking gladly fart in your face if I know I don't pay taxes. Because I would light my burps.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'd be a dragon.
Yeah.
I'd be Dragon Man. And then I'd fuck you radio guys, I'm out of here. I'm going touring the country as Dragon Man.
David Lee Roth used to light his burps, I guess, or just his breath because he drank so much.
Oh,
he used to have a guy that went around with him that had a big trench coat that he'd open up and it was all these pockets with like Budweisers in them. Give me a lighter, check this out. Wow. Henry Rollins told me that.
I want a mill. I want a mill. That's funny on paper, but it's gonna suck.
I did not make this one up. Finally, how much money would you need to live 1 year in the shoes of Kevin?
I'd rather shit out my mouth. No,
I do not want my parents to. I don't want to break their hearts. And,
I wasn't raised that way.
I would trade places with Kevin for a year for free.
Hey, liar.
Woo.
Yeah, totally.
Would you make that deal, Kevin?
I know, right?
No.
Yeah, I would.
You like Nintendo as much as I do.
Yeah, I would think. I think I would do that for a year as long as this Jason kept the wheels on. You know what I mean? I don't want to come back out of Kevin and be like, "Whoa, I fucking changed my mind. I'm a fucking yo-yoer." Like, I'd be like, "No!"
Wait, so do I... But I'm aware the whole time. So do I, like, just drive past my house and just see my wife and child and the baby that will be born hanging out and like, "Hi, guys."
And
they're
me
like...
waving at you from the doorway?
Yeah, and they're just like, "We don't know who you are, but we told you go away." Can I just have to do that for a year?
Well, they wouldn't say go away. They're like, "Kevin, go away. Stop hanging out at Tully's house." It's weird.
But when I come back, I got a lot of money, and I'm driving up in a Jeep.
I would do it just because I would turn Kevin into like a mixed martial artist, and like I would destroy his body so badly. I'd be like, "We're back. We're doing stunts."
Kevin pops back in his body. He's like, "What is my ass?"
Hey,
what?
I come back from the abyss and I'm all buff and like covered in tattoos, face tattoos.
Yeah, you're shredded. Yeah. Couple STDs under your belt.
Belong to a couple of super extreme political parties.
Hey, what? All right, everybody, enjoy your weekend. On that note, don't die.
Oh, that's great.